to Omaha, LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Field. Going back is Swain to the wall. It's gone! Second grand slam of the day!
Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, presented by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Visit hubinternational.com, leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball with a trip around the SEC, pitching matchups, batting lineups, and a visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson. Here come the Tigers. Now, let's go inside the broadcast booth for the call of the game on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The start of a 5-game homestand begins tonight with an in-state matchup between the Southeastern Louisiana Lions and your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair along with Tiger champion Buzzy Idell here in the booth. Our producer Adam Penny back on controls in the Capital One studio, welcoming you once again to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. After another tough weekend out on the road in the SEC, Tigers return home with 11 regular season games remaining. This evening, the Lions charge into town, currently atop the Southland Conference, tied with Lamar. This series began way back in 1937, and the Tigers have won 32 of the last 34 meetings, with the Lions' last win over the Tigers back in 2018 over in Hammond, USA. Tonight, Reagan Ricken will get the start for Jay Johnson on the mound, the freshman right-hander making his fourth start of his Tiger career. The Lions will counter with senior right-hander Lakin Polk, who's been a part of Coach Barbier's weekend rotation, but coming in off of injury tonight to get the start for the Lions. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. Tuesday night college baseball at the Box, meeting for the 97th time on the diamond. It's Southeastern Louisiana. It's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, get ready to swing for the fences because the 2025 baseball season is upon us, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to LSU baseball games or to any other live event in Baton Rouge, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Hi, I'm Nancy Landry. Louisiana's elections are an important part of who we are. In 2026, closed party primaries will change how some of those elections happen, so you'll want to know what to do. Keeping your registration current ensures you'll get the right party-based ballot. Remember, this change only applies to certain offices. To learn more, visit govote.com or download the GoVote app. Know before you go.
Back on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at the Box. It's LSU versus Southeastern Louisiana. Time for Talking with Tigers, joined by LSU's Edward Yaman IV. And Eddie, the Tigers down to the home stretch of the season. Big midweek game against Southeastern Louisiana. First of all, last weekend, 3 very competitive games in Starkville. You guys competed at a high level. What do you take away from that series?
Yeah, competed really hard. Offense definitely did a great job. Made a lot of good adjustments. Hit really well with 2 strikes, hit really well with 2 outs, did a good job driving guys in. And then pitchers kind of gave it their all. I mean, they definitely competed really hard. A lot of people might not see that based on the results that came out of it, but I mean, a lot of guys had to go out there and pitch 2 times. A lot of guys threw a lot of pitches that, you know, they might just want back, but at the end of the day, some of their guys hit some good pitches. Their guys are still competing hard. They were competing hard. Just, you know, really close in all 3 games, but close isn't good enough. And we just got to clean a few things up, continue to work on that, and you know, we know what we need to work on. We know what we need to figure out. So hopefully bring that in tonight.
You know, of course, you guys facing a lot of adversity with some injuries, and it caused a lot of guys to step up and to do things they've never done before, like yourself playing left field. What was that experience like? How much have you played the outfield?
Yeah, freshman year I played outfield basically the whole time. And then into my sophomore year at Dayton, I was playing outfield the whole time until right before the season started. I kind of made the transition to first base. So I played a lot of outfield. Played outfield in the Cape a couple summers, the summer before I came here and last summer. So I've had my experience out there. I've also played out there in some like inter squads preseason, just kind of being versatile in that way. Kind of just doing whatever coach needs me to do to kind of help this team win.
And a lot of guys like yourself, older veterans stepping into new roles, and the young guys also getting a lot of experience right now. What have you seen about the maturity of the freshmen as they've been asked to take on more of a workload?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, you see the development and the growth in a lot of these guys. I mean, they work really hard. A lot of people don't see the work that they put in. They just kind of see the results in the field. But, you know, I'm here every day and I see kind of the work Omar Cerna puts in, you know, not only in the batting cages. People really see the offensive growth right now, but I think a lot of people are kind of overlooking the defensive growth that we've seen from him as well. He's developed a ton behind the plate and then also at the plate. I mean, he's been unreal. He's going to be a big leaguer and everybody knows that, but I mean, to see him continue to grow is huge. And then I mean, Mason Braun's been incredible. He's, you know, continued to get better throughout the season. And then, you know, Jack Ruckert, I mean, a guy that, you know, kind of had a couple plays not go his way early in the season. Nobody really saw kind of the work that he put in, you know, before that and after that. He didn't just start working hard because of that, but a lot of work was put in, you know, after that stuff happened, because he knew that, you know, at some point he was going to need to help his team. And, you know, he's done exactly that. You've seen the growth, you know, defensively from him as well. And then, you know, William Patrick as well, putting together some great at-bats. And the freshman pitchers, too, coming out there and just competing really hard. So a lot of those guys, you know, continue to get, you know, very valuable experience as the season continues to go on. And, you know, hopefully they can continue to use that and continue to grow and help us win.
Absolutely. All right, Eddie, we really appreciate it. Good luck to you guys tonight.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Go Tigers.
Edward Yaman the fourth with us as the Tigers getting set to face Southeastern. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everyone has their own favorite way to experience Louisiana. For some, it's the taste of hot beignets with a creamy cafe au lait. For others, it's swaying to the music of brass bands, Zydeco, and all the music in between. It's boating on the bayou, weaving your way through festivals, road tripping in pursuit of the greatest gumbo. Whoever you are, whatever you crave, Louisiana will feed your soul. Go to findyourlouisiana.com to plan your visit today.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Leading you up to first pitch, this is the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Presented by Visit Baton Rouge, Louisiana's capital city.
Back here at the box, getting ready for Southeastern Louisiana and LSU. A reminder, Tiger fans, that all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free on the LSU Sports mobile app. You can download the app for free on iOS or Android. That's the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Yeah, headed down the stretch. Just a handful of SEC weekends remaining. Of course, South Carolina coming in to take on the Tigers here at the box later in the week. But let's see what's happening around the SEC during the midweek on this Tuesday, and to take us on a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Once again, here's Tiger champion Buzzy Hydell. Buzzy?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Not a full slate this evening. Only 11 of the 16 teams are playing this afternoon or this evening. One already finished, Georgia with the run rule over Troy. They continue to stay hot. They win that game 11-1 in 7 innings. One game is already canceled tonight. That's Oklahoma and Texas Tech due to weather. Some games, one game almost finished in Nashville. Vanderbilt with the big lead over Middle Tennessee 9-1. That game is in the top of the 9th. Bottom of the 3rd in Knoxville, Tennessee blanking West Georgia 9-0. South Carolina and the Citadel are scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd in Columbia. Texas A&M and Tarleton State are scoreless in the bottom of the 1st. How about this one? Ole Miss and Mississippi State in a midweek game, a game that's just underway. Both teams are scoreless. That game being played at Trustmark Park in Pearl, Mississippi. And a couple games that are slated to start a little later. Missouri will play Southeast Missouri. Arkansas will host Northwestern State. Texas Longhorns will do battle with Sam Houston State. And, of course, your LSU Tigers will take on the Southeastern Louisiana Lions. Quickly through the SEC with, as you said, Chris, only a few weekends left. Georgia at the top of the standings at a 15-6 record in the SEC. Texas A&M at second at 14-6. Texas, the next one after Texas A&M at 13-7. Mississippi State at in fourth place sits at 13-8. Auburn at 12-9. You've got Florida, Ole Miss, Arkansas, and Oklahoma all at 11-10. Alabama, Vanderbilt, and Tennessee sit at 10-11 in the SEC. Kentucky at 9-12. South Carolina 7-14. LSU at 6-15, and Missouri rounds out the bottom of the SEC at 4-17.
All right, thank you, Buzzy. LSU Athletics would like to thank its corporate partners: Cox, McDonald's, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. Fine sponsors that make these broadcasts possible each and every time the Tigers take the field. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. Up next, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Lions and the Tigers. Buzzy will break that down later. We'll visit with Tiger head coach Jay Johnson. We'll get a look at the starting lineups, and then we'll get to first pitch. Lions and Tigers here at the box on a Tuesday night, coming your way on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air conditioning system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Trane is a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Visit TraneSouth.com today to find a Trane dealer near you. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. Ask for details.
On Alabama's beaches, the coastal code isn't written on signs. It's written in the moments you make. It says, drop your flip-flops in the boardwalk and run. Seashells are the party favors of the Gulf, and all dance floors extend to the shoreline. Ready for a place where play leads the way? You'll get it when you get here. It starts with rule number 1. Start planning at alabama's.beaches.com.
My wife, she loves to fry okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got 2nd, 3rd degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
Here is a look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Indeed, well, now time to take a look at the starting pitchers for both LSU and Southeastern Louisiana. Tonight's opponent, Tiger fans, a quick reminder, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game. You could win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Lions and the Tigers. To break that down once again, here's Buzzy Heidel. Buzzy?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. First for Southeastern, you've got Lakin Polk making his 10th start of the season. He's making his 20th career start of his career at Southeastern, which anytime I see that, that's a guy that's been around. He's done. He's a kid from Ponchatoula, Louisiana, right up the road. He's spent all 4 years at Southeastern, a program guy and a guy that's had some success. He missed a few weeks last year with a little bit of a sore arm. He's missed the last 2 weeks this year, hadn't pitched since April 11th, and he was in the weekend rotation, so they're kind of trying to work him back in. Is Southeastern. So he's a guy that can do it. I mean, it's a low 90s fastball. In 45 innings pitched this year, he's given up 16 walks and 27 strikeouts. Don't let the numbers fool you, though. Again, this guy can pitch. He had success and has had success in his Southeastern Louisiana career. Guy that's been out there, knows what to do, knows how to get guys out. A lot like Reagan Ricken with the action of their pitches. They throw a lot of sinkers, a lot of sliders, those sinkers to right-handers, more forcing fastballs to righties. Just Ricken's going to be a little more velocity, more in the mid-90s. So LSU's going to have their work cut out with them against, a good veteran pitcher in Lakin Polk. And then for LSU, you've got Reagan Ricken, who's came in against Mississippi State on Sunday, had a clean 2 batters. He got the 2 outs, was rewarded with the start tonight. It's no secret. He's got to get in there, throw strikes. This is a pretty good offense for Southeastern. They got some guys that can run the ball out of the yard, got a little bit of wind gailing out to left field. So I think it's important for Ricken with that with that sinker, stay down in the zone, try to work a lot of ground balls. And, hey, it's okay to give up hits. It's okay to even give up a homer. It's just you can't let the guy before him get on with a free pass before you do that. So if Ricken can have a good clean inning or two, I don't think he'll go far, Chris, but he needs to get this LSU team off to a good start. And look, they're running out of weekends. We know that. There's only 3 more Southeastern Conference weekends left. They've got no room for error. This isn't a Southeastern Conference game tonight, but boy, it'd be nice to play well, get a good, clean win against a very good opponent who leads the Southland Conference, by the way, in Southeastern Louisiana. So it'd be a nice win trying to make a run here at the back end of the season.
Well, to your point, Buzzy, again, if you're LSU, you're just looking for fundamental execution. Again, over this past weekend, there were too many walks, too many wild pitches, too many hit-by pitches, as well as a bag full of errors. So I know it's not an SEC game. You can't make any ground up here, but you certainly can go out and play fundamental baseball. That's what Jay Johnson has on the order of the day. Speaking of coach, we'll talk to Jay Johnson coming up in this next segment of the Hub International On Deck Show. This LSU baseball moment brought to you by ES&H, keeping South Louisiana safe, compliant, and strong with expert environmental and safety solutions. We'll talk to the top Tiger, Jay Johnson. He joins us next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you shop Albertsons online or in our app, you can count on us to have freshly picked, high-quality ingredients ready for pickup or delivery in as little as 30 minutes. Plus, save $30 off your first online order and let Albertsons take the hassle out of shopping while racking up the savings. With free pickup or delivery, you will always get the same great prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop online at Albertsons.com or in the app. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Before the Fighting Tigers take to the field, time to visit with the top Tiger, LSU skipper Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank and credit card of LSU Athletics. On the Hub International On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, start another very important week. I know a tough weekend for the guys, but as you've said multiple times, you got to get back to it, get back to work. I know they had the day off yesterday. They got to be ready tonight. This is a very good Southeastern team currently atop the Southland Conference, and as we say all the time, when these in-state schools come, there's one thing on their mind, that's coming to win the game.
Yeah, no doubt, and this team is plenty good enough. Maybe the best team that we've seen in midweek action to this point. Looking at them on video, it validates their record and playing well right now. So got to play well, got to handle the ball on defense. Pitchers got to do a good job from the mound, and then offensively keep going some of the positive momentum we had this last week.
I know, obviously, you said it doesn't look like it coming off the past weekend, but you did see some good things from your team. What are you looking to see them continue starting as early as tonight?
Well, I think the offense, particularly out of the young players and the quality at bats, that's probably, on my radar the most. I think sustaining that, long bus ride home the other night, and can we bring the same type of intensity, energy to this game tonight that we did to the weekend offensively, and that's what I'm looking for the most probably.
I know from the pitching standpoint, you're looking for somebody to go in, compete, obviously, throw strikes, rely on the defense behind them. Kind of what's the pitching plan going into this midweek?
Yeah, Reagan Ricken, I brought him into the game in the ninth inning at Mississippi State, and Ace Reese and Sullivan were up. And I was like, if you get these two guys out, you're starting on Tuesday. And he got both of them out. Nobody else got him out all weekend. So I'm excited. I think he can be a big part of our future. He's had some good moments, and I'm looking for a little more consistency out of him. So I'm excited to have him get started. And then most of the guys, are available in short stints tonight.
All right, Coach, looking forward to it. Best of luck. Get after him.
Thank you.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll continue, wrap up the Hub International On Deck show. We come back, we'll get you the starting lineups for both teams. And then around the corner, it's first pitch, Southeastern Louisiana and your Tigers. Here at the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Build a better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Indeed, getting you ready for first pitch tonight. Southeastern Louisiana in town, taking on your Fighting Tigers. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. at sunequip.com. Let's take a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First for the visiting Lions of Southeastern Louisiana, 28-17, their overall mark on the season. Also currently tied atop the Southland Conference with a 16-8 record. Again, they are tied right now currently with Lamar. It'll be Ben Robichaux to lead it off for the Lions. The second baseman, a senior, batting .299. Alex Perry at third base will bat second in the order for Southeastern. Peyton Woods, the right fielder, will bat third. Brody Capps at first base will be the cleanup hitter, a senior with a .279 average. Got 11 home runs, 44 runs batted in. Connor Cuff will be at shortstop. He'll bat fifth in the order. Justin Williams will bat sixth. He's the DH. Dane Watts will be in center field batting seventh. Former Tiger Blaze Priester will be behind the plate catching. He will bat eighth in the order for the Lions. And Brooks Wright will round out the order. He'll be in left field. He will bat ninth. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 24-21, their overall mark. In SEC play now, currently 6-15. Mason Braun going to move up atop the order. He'll be in right field tonight. Tell you more about that in a moment. The freshman batting .305, coming off a great weekend where he was the second leading hitter for the Tigers against Mississippi State. Omar Cerna Jr., well, he was the top hitter for the Tigers over the weekend. He'll bat second. He'll be the designated hitter tonight. Cerna, the freshman, with a .314 average, 29 runs batted in, had a home run in all three games. He's got a total of 6 on the season. Derek Curiel will bat third. The sophomore in center field. Cade Arambidi will be behind the plate catching. He will be the cleanup batter tonight. The sophomore hitting .306 now with 13 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Stephen Milam will bat fifth in the order and play shortstop. Zach York back in the lineup. He'll get a start at first base. Mason Braun, as we told you, will be in right field tonight. So York getting the start, his 34th of the season. He'll bat sixth in the order. Jack Ruckert, another start at second base. The freshman will bat seventh. William Patrick will be in left field tonight, making another start, his 5th of the season. In fact, his 5th in a row. The freshman will bat 8th in the order, and Tanner Reeves will be at third base, the senior, again getting his 9th start of the 2026 campaign. Once again on the mound tonight for Southeastern, a senior right-hander in Lakin Polk, and for your Tigers, it's a freshman right-hander in Reagan Rickett. Time now for your game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never if you get a whole home generator from AccuTemp and keep the power in your hands. Currently here at the box, 85 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. It'll stay that way the rest of the evening. We'll cool down by the time this game wraps up. Probably going to be very mild in the mid to upper 70s. So a great night for baseball. The crowd is here. Coaches have met. The umpires are here. We've introduced the Cintas starting lineup. That means first pitch between Southeastern Louisiana and LSU coming your way next. We'll do that after this quick break to wrap up the Hub International On Deck show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Hancock Whitney, we don't leave things to chance, including the Tigers season. That's why we ran thousands of our LSU Visa debit cards through every game day ritual around the Gulf South. Get your LSU Visa debit card and some good game day luck for the Tigers this year. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Gotta carry that purple and gold. Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions, LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got second, third degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad, I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra, that's the funniest story.
17 SEC championships.
One out, bottom of the ninth. Runner at first.
54 NCAA regional and super regional appearances.
Shores comes set, the 0-1.
20 trips to Omaha and the College World Series.
Ground ball towards Dickinson, flips it to Milan.
8 national titles.
The relay to first in time. Tigers win. Tigers win for the second time in 3 seasons and the 8th time in program history. The Fighting Tigers reach the pinnacle. They stand alone atop the mountain. Your LSU Fighting Tigers, the 2025 college baseball national champions.
The powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Tuesday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome once again, Skip Bergman Field inside Alex Box Stadium. LSU baseball coming your way. Southeastern Louisiana rolling into town. The Lions and Tigers meeting again for the 97th time all-time. LSU overwhelmingly leads this series, and as we mentioned from the outset, have won 32 of the last 34 meetings. Reagan Ricken on the mound taking his final warm-up tosses. Gives us a moment. Take a look at tonight's recipe for success, brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU Athletics. Buzzy, I know you had a chance to see the Tigers, watch the Tigers over the weekend. Led the majority of all 3 games, but a couple of tough innings. Late in game 1, late in game 2, and late in game 3. The game unraveled quickly, and you got to find a way to make those winning plays at the plate, on the mound, and in the field.
Yeah, got to have that belief. It's almost like they don't believe yet that they can do it. It was carbon copies of each other every game in Starkville, and they just couldn't finish it off.
Ben Robichaux leads it off for the Lions. Ricken delivers. First pitch misses away, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Time of first pitch, 6:33 is Robichaux, a .299 hitter. Righty on lefty matchup. Ricken from the stretch fires, and a rip ground ball foul down the first base line.
Yeah, and so recipe for tonight, I think, and I've said this before, I want to see a complete game, and they have stretches where they play really good baseball in one area, they offensively, or they'll pitch it good for a little while, but they need to put it all together, full 9 innings, catch the ball behind them, throw a lot of strikes, get some clutch hits, put a complete game together against this Southeastern Louisiana team. Breaking ball, miss low and inside to Robichaux. That'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike now. To the senior out of Plaquemine. Lions second baseman. He's got 36 RBIs, got some power as well, 10 homers on the year. Pitch to the left-hander, look out, almost caught him. He's able to get out of the way. That'll make it 3-1. Yeah, a lot of power for a leadoff hitter, and particularly a second baseman. Got 4 guys in this Lions lineup that have 10 homers or more, and then 2 other guys are knocking on the door with 9 and 8 homers. 3-1, gonna miss high. That'll give up a leadoff walk on Sunday. Tigers could not avoid the leadoff walk. In fact, on the weekend, start to break down the pitching against Mississippi State. It was a struggle. Once again, a ton of strikeouts. No problem there. It's just the free passes again start to mount, and they mount quickly. So with Robichaux aboard, we'll see Alex Perry, a redshirt senior out of Macomb, Mississippi, a right-hander, stands in. Batting .261. He's got 9 doubles. 13 home runs, 42 runs batted in. As Buzzy told you, this is a team can slap the ball around the yard. There's the first pitch called strike from Ricken with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Yeah, Robichaux down at first. They don't steal a lot, does the Southeastern Louisiana team, but Robichaux does have 5 steals in 7 attempts. This pitch low and away to the right-hander. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike with a runner at first. Robichaux 5 for 7 in stolen bases. He'll take his lead. The pitch from Ricken. Fastball that missed outside. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Zach York going to call for time, and the first baseman going to head over to the mound. Arabidi now, Milam and Reeves and Ruckert. All the infield going to join him here just to try to get him back on pace. I mentioned
Again, the strikeouts really were not an issue. LSU, one of the tops, not only in the SEC, one of the tops in the country. They come away against a very good Mississippi State offense, by the way, Buzzy. 26 strikeouts. Problem is they gave up 22 walks. That's not counting wild pitches. That's not counting hit batters. Again, just gave 90 feet at a time, too many times, to Mississippi State. And again, with an offense like that, bad things can happen. 2-1 now the count. Perry at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the first. And the pitch from Ricken, high chop towards Milam. High bounce, and as he tried to make the exchange, he lost the handle. Drops down on the grass, and arriving safely at first will be Perry. It'll be interesting to see how they judge this. I know Milam, again, going to give them an infield single. It's going to be a tough play. It was going to be a long throw, number one. And again, it got that high Baltimore chop right at the initial slap of the baseball, Buzzy, and then took another high one, kind of caught Milam a little offhanded.
Yeah, I think Milam, as good a shortstop as he is, I think he actually was going to try to do a little arm fake or something to first base. I think he knew he had no chance of getting Perry, as that just took too long to get to. It was a high chop, as you mentioned.
First delivery now to Peyton Woods, who stands in. Junior takes the first pitch low, and it's 1-0. You mentioned it during the pitching matchups. Jay Johnson said he called upon Reagan Ricken on Sunday to come in and strike out two of the toughest batters for Mississippi State all weekend. He was able to get both of them out. Coach said, all right, we'll get the start on Tuesday. That pitch just missed above the letters. Now 2-0 to start out Woods.
Yeah, Danny Lockenmeyer already getting loose down in LSU's bullpen. And look, I mean, no pitcher for anybody at any level is out on the mound trying to throw balls. I mean, that is a obvious statement of the year, but there's just too many guys on this team that have too much good stuff, too many guys throwing mid-90s with a million different pitches, that they just need to trust their stuff more. And again, it's easier said sitting 75 feet up in a booth, easier said than done. But Coach Nate Yeske going to go out and just have a little conversation with Ricken and maybe tell him the same thing. Look, just trust your stuff, man. You're here for a reason. You got too good of stuff, and you can't defend a walk. You can't defend when you get behind in counts and have to serve one up to a good hitter. But hopefully they'll slow it down. Again, Lockenmeyer is getting loose down in LSU's bullpen. But again, with Ricken, when he stays down in that zone and can work a ground ball, you're still one pitch away. You've got the double play in order.
LSU this season, pitching staff all top to bottom, starters, weekend rotation, bullpen, they've all struggled at times with that consistency. 534 strikeouts coming into tonight as a staff, 220 base on balls. 2-0 the count as Coach Yeske back in the dugout. Ricken delivers, and it's fouled back into the screen. That'll make it 2-1.
Yeah, you see Southeastern on both the visits. When York went to visit, when Perry was up to bat for Southeastern, they were looking dead red that next pitch, and so was Woods at the plate. He knew he was going to get him a good pitch to hit, and he missed it.
2-1 delivery is going to hit him. That pitch inside caught him on the side. That's going to load the bases here with nobody out. Not the start anybody in purple and gold wanted here in the top of the first inning. So that will put Woods aboard. Now the cleanup batter, Brody Capps, coming to the plate. And Jay Johnson now is on his way out. So that'll be all for Reagan Ricken. Like as Buzzy said, they will look to Lockenmeyer, who makes his way to the bullpen door. So a pitching change early on here. Ricken unable to record out. His night is done. Pitching change powered by Sunshine. Trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, to keep your home turf in tip-top shape. No score, but the Lions threatening here with the bases loaded, nobody out, top of the first. Come back, give you Lockenmeyer's numbers, and get back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
From corner stores to crawfish boils, the Louisiana Lottery's been making winners and memories for 35 years.
To celebrate our 35th anniversary, we're introducing a host of new anniversary scratch-offs.
Louisiana Treasures. Say it, Louisiana. Taste of LA. Play-O. And it's a Louisiana thing.
5 games, 5 ways to win big.
Louisiana Lottery. Celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile.
Must be at least 21 to purchase.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Follow the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Unfortunately, a quick exit for the Tiger starter. Reagan Ricken doesn't record it out, loads up the bases. Now, Danny Lockenmeyer, the left-hander, going to take over. The bases loaded, facing the cleanup hitter for the Lions, that being Brody Capps, the first baseman, a .279 hitter with 44 RBI, 11 home runs on the year, a right-handed hitter.
Lockenmeyer, the transfer from North Dakota State, is making his 15th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 3.24 ERA. He's thrown 8 1/3 innings, given up 3 runs, 5 walks, and 14 strikeouts.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Capps went swinging. Breaking ball inside to the right-hander. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that was a good slider from Lockenmeyer, and that's what you'll see. You'll see the fastball in the low 90s, 90 to 93. He'll throw a changeup, but he really likes that slider. That's his best secondary pitch.
The 0-1 with the bases loaded. Went again with the slider inside. They appealed down to first. They say he did not go around. He was able to hold up. That'll even the count 1-1.
Yeah, Lockenmeyer came in against Mississippi State in the Saturday game, threw pretty well. He gave up a couple walks, but didn't give up any runs, struck out 3. And he has no room for error with the bases loaded.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Again off speed and inside and low. Brody Capps couldn't stay away for a second time, and he falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, 2 good pitches from Lockenmeyer. You'd like to see him go right back to it. Make that pitch dive at that back foot of the righty.
This one hit high in the air, not very deep, left center field. William Patrick coming over. He'll make the play. Tagging up from third is Robichaux, and he will get in without a throw as it comes to Milam, the cutoff man at shortstop, and the Lions take an early 1-0 lead. Again, they started the inning. A walk, an infield single, a hit by pitch, loaded up the bases. Robichaux scores on the sac fly RBI off the bat of Capps, and that'll bring Connor Cuff, the shortstop, to the plate, a left-handed hitter.
Well, Lockenmeyer made 2 good pitches with the slider. They were down in the zone. They were actually balls. They were out of the zone, but it caught so much of the plate early and just dove out of the zone that it had Capps swinging. I wish he could have gone back to that pitch. I think he would have had Capps on a strikeout, but that third slider caught a lot of the plate, kind of hung a little more. Capps was able to lift it out to left field for the RBI.
Runner still first and second with 1 away, and the first pitch from Lockenmeyer, a strike with a fastball to make it 0-1. To Connor Cuff. Cuff, a .273 average, 9 home runs, 33 runs batted in. He's got 9 doubles and a triple on the year. In the top of this order. First 6 very strong at bats. There's a fastball for a strike. Lockenmeyer gets ahead 0-2.
Yeah, a lot of home runs in that top 6 for this Lions offense. A lot of RBIs. So they're hitting .284 as a team coming into today.
The 0-2 pitch off the end of the bat, but foul down the third base line off the bat of Cuff. That'll keep it 0-2.
Yeah, Lockenmeyer in a good spot, 0-2 to a good hitter. You can throw the kitchen sink at him. You can elevate a fastball, whatever it's got to be. I like that slider. It looks like it's got good snap on it this evening. Just don't make it be a strike. Make it be out of the zone. See if you can catch Cuff swinging.
The 0-2 comebacker to the mound, handled by the pitcher, and the throw back to second. A little hesitation that time by Lockenmeyer. Get the runner at second. He looked at third initially, but good jump that time by Perry. Then he turned back to second, throws to Milam. No chance to get the runner at first for 2, but it does leave runners on the corners. And more importantly, Buzzy, Lockenmeyer can breathe just a little bit because now there's 2 away.
Well, you said it. He hesitated just a little bit. He thought he might getting the lead runner, Perry, down at third base. And once he thought better of it, it was just a little too late to try to get the double play turned. But you're right. Collecting outs at the moment, that's the name of the game.
First delivery, swung on, fouled down the right field line by Justin Williams, the grad student out of Madison, Mississippi, and it starts him off 0-1. The infield for the Tigers playing back outside of York, holding the runner on at first. Got Perry at third, Cuff at first. 2 outs in the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs from Lockenmeyer. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, I like the slider early from Lockenmeyer right now. That fastball missed up in the zone, changed the eye level for Williams. See if they don't go back to that slider that he's had pretty good command of.
1 ball, 1 strike to Williams. Lefty on righty. Lockenmeyer delivers, and he goes with a fastball right at the knees. Across the heart of the plate. Gets Danny ahead 1-2. Williams readies the bat with runners on the corners. 2 out, a 1-0 Lion lead. Lockenmeyer delivers the off-speed pitch, driven foul down the left field line. They'll keep it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Justin Williams, as we said, a grad student out of Madison, Mississippi. Started at Hines Community College, then played at Louisiana Tech, Southeastern, then to UT Tyler. Now back to Hammond, USA. His final year of eligibility. 2 outs and the 1-2. In the air, right field way. Braun on the run, full speed, reaches out, dives, makes the grab in foul territory, holds on long enough for out number 3. Excellent play by Mason Braun, who's played a majority of his time at first base, gets the start in right field, makes a great play to end it. However, the Lions get a run aboard. They do it on 1 hit. They strand 2 runners. We played a half inning. It's a 1-0 Southeastern Louisiana lead. With the Tigers coming to the plate for the first time tonight. Braun, Cerna, followed by Curiel when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home. They love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
A 1-0 lead. Southeastern Louisiana plays 1 in the top of the first inning. LSU coming to the plate for the first time tonight. They'll lead it off with freshman right fielder tonight, Mason Braun. And again, the Tigers over the weekend, we talked about all 3 games against Mississippi State, Buzzy, having a similar feel, almost the same script in all 3. The Tigers, one thing was for sure, they got off to a early start offensively, played at 3 runs in the first in all 3 games. See if the Tigers carry that over here after the long 5-hour bus ride back from Starkville Sunday night. Mason Braun going to stand in. He'll face Lakin Polk, the right-hander.
Well, Mason Braun, one of the reasons they got off to a good start in all those games offensively.
First delivery from Polk misses high and outside for ball one. Yeah, he was the second leading batter, just behind Omar Cerna. 7 of 13 for Braun with 4 runs scored. Got his first triple as a Tiger over the weekend. Here's the 1-0. Mason swings, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, look at now, just over right at half games played in the SEC for Mason Braun, so he certainly hasn't played in all of them, but he's leading this LSU team offensively and batting average in SEC play.
Pitch misses high. That'll make it 2-1 now to Braun.
Which we heard a lot about Mason Braun in the beginning of the season. Coach Johnson talking about how that he was going to. It wasn't many guys hit the ball harder than him in preseason.
2-1. Off speed for a strike to even it up, 2-2.
Yeah, again, Polk for Southeastern. He's a veteran. I mean, he's done it for a while now. This is his 20th career start.
2-2 delivery. Braun will swing, send it in the air to left field. Coming over, looking for it, is right, and takes an extra step at the last moment, able to reach out and make the play for out number 1. Took forever for that fly ball to come down, but eventually Brooks Wright makes the play, 1 away, and we'll see Omar Cerna, who led the Tigers, batted in .571, 8 of 14, 6 runs scored, 6 RBI, couple of doubles, 3 home runs, 1 in each game for Omar Cerna over the weekend in Starkville. He'll stand in now with 1 out, nobody on, down 1-0. Pitch from Polk way outside with a breaking ball, and it's 1-0.
Now the Lions already with Dakota Lee, right-handed pitcher, getting loose down in their bullpen. And much like Ricken for LSU, not going to go long. Polk's going to be out there for an inning, maybe 2.
Breaking ball missed again in the left batter's box to the right-handed hitter. Now 2-0 to Cerna. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul. Third base side. That'll make it 2-1.
They're going to be fun to watch these guys, these freshmen, over the next few years. Certainly don't want to give up on this year just yet, as they've still got a few conference weekends left. But again, the years to come with Braun and Cerna Jr. and Ruckert, William Patrick.
2-1 to Cerna, misses low. That'll make it 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yep, future definitely looks bright for this LSU offense.
1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first. The 3-1 to Cerna. Hammered, base hit through the 6-hole into left. Cerna continues on his tear at the plate. A 1-out single. First bingo pest product base hit of the night for the Tigers. They get a runner aboard.
Well, hitting 101, get yourself in a good count and get a pitch you can handle when you get yourself in a good count. I mean, that is a pitch center cut, middle third of the plate. And honestly, the way Cerna's seeing the baseball right now is that ball was hit 111 off the bat. He's probably mad at himself that he didn't deposit it in the left field bleachers, but a solid ripped base hit to left field.
Derek Curiel over the weekend batted an even 200, went 3 for 15 with a run scored. Did have another double against the Bulldogs, his 9th of the year. First delivery missing from Polk, and it's 1-0. Cerna 2 for 2 in stolen bases. He's got a 2.5 step lead off of first as the pitch misses low and inside to Curiel. Quickly it's 2-0. So Polk getting behind the hitters. Curiel getting closer to maybe finding a pitch he can work with here.
Yeah, well, Polk again hadn't pitched since April 11th. Got to knock the rust off a little bit, trying to get back out there, get those reps in.
The 2-0 is ripped down the line. Fair ball into the corner. Hits off the side wall, rolls its way to the right field wall, and a double for Derek Curiel will put runners second and third with just 1 out. So the Tigers trying to answer back quickly. 1 away. Cerna into third. That'll bring arguably the hottest bat over the last month for the Tigers. That's Kate Aaron-Beatty. And Aaron-Beatty with a pretty good weekend as well. He batted .250 on the road. He was 3 for 12, 4 runs scored, 5 RBI. Check that, 6 RBI. And he was able to deposit 2 more home runs over the fence at Dudy Noble. He's got a total of 13 on the year, but a chance to add to his RBI total of 34 on the season. It's the first pitch from Polk. Breaking ball again, nowhere close. That breaking ball, I don't think fooling the Tigers yet. It has landed in the left batter's box on 4 or 5 occasions thus far. 1-0 the count to Aaron Beatty. Polk fires again, and this breaking ball gets away from the catcher Priester, and that will easily allow Cerna to come in, touch home plate, and we're tied 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell Polk's, again, trying to shake off the rust a little bit from not being out there in a couple weeks, and actually see the velocities down a tick from what we see in the scout report. Says he got down to Cerna Jr. 3-1. He got down to Curiel 2-0 and threw 85, 86 miles an hour fastballs right down the middle. He's going to figure out real quick that ain't the way to get LSU hitters out, and already behind to Aaron Beatty.
The 2-0 on its way. That one at the belt for a strike. Breaking ball finds the zone, makes it 2-1 now to Aaron Beatty. Two-one pitch, ground ball, and a little bouncer into right field. They had the second baseman Robichaux shaded close to second. Nobody at home there in the 4-hole. And Aaron Beatty will drive in a run. Had another RBI. That's his 35th of the season. Curiel scores, and the Tigers take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, well, that's what you do. With a guy at third base, less than 2 outs, infield's playing back. You play the game the right way. You do what you're supposed to do. You try to hit a ball on the ground to the middle of the field. Aaron Beatty stays inside of it a lot and doesn't hit it all that hard. Only 95 miles an hour off the bat, but it got through. When you do the right thing, sometimes the baseball gods reward you.
Stephen Milam now, the switch hitter, will bat from the left side. 1 out, runner at first, a 2-1 Tiger lead. The first pitch low and inside to Milam. Milam with a pretty good weekend at the plate, as we said. Starting that back end rise we've seen his previous 2 years. Batted .306 against the Bulldogs this past weekend. Here's the 1-0. Milam pops this one up behind the plate, right of home. Priester calling for it near the on-deck circle, and he's able to hold on for the second out of the inning. So Milam pops out foul territory to the former Tiger Blaze Priester. 2 are gone, and still a runner at first, and we'll see Zach York come to the plate.
Now let's see if York can't take a page out of Cerna and Curiel's book, try to get himself in a good count, a good hitter's count, and then hunt a fastball somewhere in the middle of the plate, or any pitch really in the middle of the plate, as Southeastern will put a shift on for York.
First pitch to Zach, missed the inside corner, ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, 83 mile an hour pitch from Polk. I'm going to guess that's the changeup. Again, the velocity seems a tick lower than what the scouting report said, but changeup will be 82 to 85.
Another pitch, same one. Again, same result, missed inside. 2-0 to York, who had a chance to pinch hit over the weekend at Mississippi State. Back in the starting lineup tonight at first with Braun out in right.
Well, he got himself in the right count.
2-0 delivery. Good take, missed low and outside. Now 3 balls, no strikes.
Early in the game, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, say Coach Jay Johnson gives him a swing away.
3-0 pitch. Now with a strike at the letters. Zach now willing to chase. Took his chances with a home plate umpire, and it's now 3-1.
Well, it was up. It was a pitch that could be hit, but it was away, so I'm actually okay with the take. Now looking one spot, 3-1.
3-1, it was there, and he just missed it. Fouled straight down into the dirt, rolls to the backstop. Now a full count on York, 3-2.
Well, that was definitely the changeup from Polk, and it's actually a good pitch. The first couple pitches to York in the at-bat, I think, were the changeup, and it was really good pitches just down in the zone. York did a nice job of spitting on them.
Aaron Beatty at first, 2 down. A payoff pitch and a swing and a miss. Pulled the string. Zach out in front, down on strikes. And Polk records his first punch out. However, the Tigers take the lead. They played 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 man on. We head to the top of the second, a 2-1 Tiger lead. Southeastern to the plate when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at MMRGRP.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Louisiana runs on hard work, on the field and on the job. ES&H's mission is to continue to be a high-performance company that quickly, safely, and effectively responds to our customers' emergency needs. ES&H provides excellent service with quality and integrity that keeps our state ready for the next inning. ES&H, your partner for a safer, cleaner South Louisiana.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
2-1, LSU leading over Southeastern Louisiana. The Lions plated a run in the top of the first. The Tigers would answer with two of their own to take the lead. Danny Lockenmeyer continues, had to be called into early relief for the starter, Reagan Ricken. He'll face Dane Watts, the senior out of Hammond. First pitch upstairs for ball one, 1-0. Pitch high, 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, Watts, you mentioned, out of Hammond, local boy, St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Able to play his college ball right there in the same high school state. Or high school city, I should say.
This pitch missing from Lockenmeyer, a little high. Now 3-0 to start off Watts. 3-0 deliveries high and outside, ball 4. So 4 pitches, and again, the second straight inning. Leadoff man aboard by way of walk. That'll put Watts down. Now we'll see Blaze Priester, who we told you started his career at Meridian Community College, member of the LSU team, for transferring to Southeastern. This year he's batting .268 with 8 home runs, 6 doubles, 25 runs batted in. Priester, the native from Denham Springs, has a runner at first, nobody out. Flat-footed throw by Lockenmeyer to check on the runner. And Watts over at first, who has not attempted a stolen base so far this year. Lockenmeyer, the left-hander, Priester, the right-hander, and the first pitch, swing and a miss. Out in front is Priester. It's 0-1.
Well, Southeastern Louisiana, again, doesn't run a ton, only 22 stolen bases on the year. So with guys that can run the ball out of the yard, which again, they've got 4 guys in the lineup, and then 4 guys in the lineup with 10 or more homers, 2 guys knocking on the door, 1 with 9, 1 with 8.
The 0-1, a fastball strike that time from Lockenmeyer. We'll get Priester behind in the count, 0-2.
Kind of that old school gorilla ball way of thinking, just get guys on and wait for the home run.
Runner at first, nobody out. 2-1 Tigers lead. Here's the 0-2, a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch that time by Lockenmeyer. Again, had the timing off by Priester. Down on strikes, 1 away.
Yeah, that looked like the changeup too, which was really good. I thought he had really good control over the slider in that first inning when Lockenmeyer came in for Ricken, and then just pulls the string on a changeup, and you can't throw that pitch any better to a hitter that's looking to drive the baseball. That's executed well by Danny Lockenmeyer.
Brooks Wright now stands in, the left-handed hitter. Sophomore out of Baton Rouge, and the First is a breaking ball missed low and away from Lockenmeyer, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Prior to first pitch tonight, guess who was in the building? May still be here for all I know. National champion head coach Ed Ogeron.
Oh,
down on the field in the dugout prior to first pitch tonight. Here's the 1-0. Another nice bender from Lockenmeyer. That one right at the thighs across the plate. Now it's 1-1.
Well, it must be the night for LSU coaches with national championships. I see Kim Mulkey down there sitting watching the game as well.
Yep, saw Coach Mulkey. Of course, the legend Skip Bertman in his seat behind home plate.
You get them in a circle telling stories. We might be there till midnight.
Got a few championships between them. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a miss. That'll get Lockenmeyer ahead 1-2.
Yeah, right now Lockenmeyer very impressed with the command of the off-speed pitch. Slider's got good snap to it. The changeup, particularly to Priester, the last batter for Southeastern was really good.
Still a runner at first. A 1-2 count to Brooks right. And the pitch low and outside, leaving the count 2-2.
Yeah, right. You mentioned from Baton Rouge, went to Catholic High here in Baton Rouge, and then transfer from UL Lafayette.
Runner at first, 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Brooks right. Here's the pitch from Lockenmeyer, and that one missing outside. Went to the fastball, but off the mark. Fills the count 3-2 to right. 255 hitter for the Lions. Watts again down at first, takes his lead. Lockenmeyer, the left-hander, comes set, and now will fire over to York to keep an eye on the runner. One out, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball a little elevated, a little in. Nicely executed by Lockenmeyer. 2 down, another strikeout for the left-hander.
A 90-mile-an-hour fastball and was up in the zone with good command of the off-speed pitches. When you know you can flip that slider in there or throw that changeup for strikes, it makes that fastball, even at 90 miles an hour, have a little more giddy up on it. Looked like a beach ball going in there to right, and Wright just couldn't catch up to it, let her high.
Ben Robichaux atop the order, bats for a second time. He got a board on a walk. Throw over to keep an eye on the runner once again. Also scored the first run of the game, lone run so far for the Lions there in the first inning. Lockenmeyer again will come set, and again will toss over to first. Goes without saying, without a stolen base attempt. Not a huge lead by Watts off of first.
Well, the thing with the left-handed pitcher is if Watts were to steal, he's going to go first move, which means as soon as that leg comes up from Lockenmeyer, he's going to take off. He's not going to read anything.
Again, another throw over.
So Lockenmeyer just keeping him honest down there, even though he doesn't have any stolen bases. With 2 outs, my attention would focus solely to Robichaux at home plate, who's one of the better hitters for Southeastern.
Lockenmeyer shakes off the first side. Now satisfied, he comes set again, the left-hander. Again, we'll throw over to first.
Maybe they know something we don't on Watts.
Robichaux, the left-hander, waiting on the first offering. And Lockenmeyer delivers. Ground ball, base hit into right field. We're holding up at second will be Watts. So now runners first and second, much like in the top of the first. Lions able to get some traffic aboard. Eventually would load up the bases. Came away with just 1 run on a sac fly RBI. But again, you are facing the toughest in the order now. These are the boppers for Southeastern. So we'll see Alex Perry. Again, just a .266 average, but 13 homers, 42 runs batted in with 9 doubles on the year. Got Watts at second, Robichaux at first with 2 outs. Lockenmeyer fires. Pitch is low and inside, ball one. Tigers up 2-1. 2 runs on 3 hits for LSU. 1 run, 2 hits so far now for the Lions. The 1-0. That one got loose, high and outside to the right-hander. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Fans, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. You can learn more at olrmc.com/LSU.
They got to be careful right here if you're careful if you're Lockenmeyer to Perry. Got to make a quality pitch.
Now he'll turn and throw to Ruckert at second base to keep an eye on Watts. And more importantly, reset the pitch clock. It was down to 2.
Yeah, and maybe Lockenmeyer was just doing that. He wasn't comfortable with whatever he wanted to throw to home plate. But again, a little too much focus for me for a guy that's got no stolen bases at second base with the 3-hole hitter or 2-hole hitter up.
2-0 pitch, swung on, lifted high. It'll get out of play, catch the overhang. 2 balls, 1 strike now. The count to Perry. Perry had a single, one of 2 hits for the Lions. That came in his first at bat in the first inning. They loaded the bases with a walk, single, and hit by pitch. 2-1 the count. Lockenmeyer again going to turn with 2 on the pitch clock. Throw to Ruckert, reset it.
Yeah, I think again that's probably more why he's doing the pickoff than actually concerned about him is the pitch clock running down, because even if Watts were to steal third base, the more important guy is the guy at the plate. Get him out and you're out of the inning.
2-1 delivery. This one absolutely crushed to left field. Going back is Patrick, but this one is gone off the scoreboard. In left off the bat of Perry. As we told you, just a .266 average, but double-digit home runs. And he tags one there. 3-run variety will put the Lions back on top. 4-2 with 2 outs in the top of the second. And again, not to bring back memories of this weekend, but how many times this year the Tigers in SEC games, midweek games, kind of feel like you're in control. You get down, got to find 1 strike, unable to find it, and the other team finds a big-time hit.
Yeah, and I mean that's what concerned me a little bit. Lockenmeyer, so much attention on Watts at, on the base pass that you forget the guy at the plate. I mean, even if Watts steals third base, Perry's still got to get a hit to score him. I just thought it wasn't worth spending all your time on the guy on base. You really needed to focus on a good hitter in Perry.
First pitch to Peyton Woods, also a very good hitter. A fastball strike from Lockenmeyer, and it's 0-1. Woods hit by a pitch to load the bases in the first, and he's going to be hit again. This breaking ball was up and in. He got his hands up there, took it off the right. Looked like the thick of the hand. Still going to wince a little bit, but he'll be aboard for a second time by way of walk.
And that'll get a little action going down in LSU's bullpen. Number 26, Zach Cowan, starting to stretch out a little bit.
Lions on top 4-2 after a 3-run homer off the bat of Perry. Brody Cap stands in, but before he does that, Nate Yeske going to call for time. The pitching coach for the Tigers on his way out to the mound.
Yeah, look, and again, I don't want to harp on it, but I'll just say that for me, you got to pick your battles in this game, and sometimes you got to know when to just focus on the guy at the plate. And I just thought that last batter they went a little too heavy on the guy at second base, and when you've got a good hitter up there, and they've got a couple good hitters now. You had Woods, the previous hitter who they just hit, and then Cap's coming up there in the 4-hole for Southeastern. But you got to pitch in the clutch. I mean, even if a guy steals a base on you, as long as he doesn't steal home plate, with 2 outs, typically a guy's got to get a hit to score you. So if you can get that guy out, pitch in the clutch, to me that's more important than whether you can show him your inside move or try to pick him off of second base or pick him off of first base. Again, I think a few of those times the pitch clock was running down, he just wanted to reset it. But that's kind of my thoughts on when you got a guy on base with 2 outs, is let's really focus on getting that hitter and making our quality pitches our best pitches that we can of the evening.
Coach Yeske back into the dugout. Brody Cap stands in, a senior out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Right-handed hitter, had a sac fly RBI and scored the first run from the Lions back in the first. Runner at first for Southeastern, and a throw over. Keep an eye on the runner Woods, who also has not attempted a stolen base.
Again, Zach Cowan now starting to play catch down in LSU's bullpen.
Pitch to the plate from Lockenmeyer is a fastball strike, 0-1 to start off Caps. Portions of tonight's broadcast brought to you by MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Here's the 0-1 from Lockenmeyer. Spikes a breaking ball about half foot in front of the plate. Aaron Beatty couldn't snag it. To the backstop it goes. Woods will advance into second. The Lions have another runner in scoring position, and Jay Johnson's face says it all right now.
Yeah, look, Sam, when you're in a funk like this, it's it doesn't matter what you do. You know they're working on it in practice. You know they're throwing bullpens. You know they're working defensively. It's just sometimes the game of baseball doesn't allow you to do the things you need to do to be successful.
There's a swing and a miss on a fastball up and in. It's now 1-2.
Good news is it's still the second inning, so we still got a lot of baseball left.
Runner at second. The 1-2, that's going to hit him. That one down in the dirt, I believe. Maybe caught him on the ankle before hitting the ground. And another hit batter will give another free base to Southeastern. Runners now first and second with 2 outs as the top of the second continues. Connor Cuff now a left-hander to the plate. Got a board on a fielder's choice on a comebacker to the mound back in that first inning. Woods now at second. Caps at first. Pitch to the left-hander, swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him. It's 0-1.
Cuff out of Carthage, Texas. Transfer out of UL Lafayette.
Lockenmeyer's 0-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. That time with a breaking ball that dropped low. 0-2 to Cuff. You know, and it's not as if there hasn't been good plays made, good pitches, and good sequences. It's just not enough consistency.
Got to continue to do it.
The 0-2 got him to chase. A little low. Got to pick it up as Aaron Beatty. He'll step out onto the grass, throw to first in time for out number 3. But the Lions regain the lead. A 3-run bomb off the bat of Perry. 3 runs on 2 hits. 2 men left on. We head to the bottom of the second. It's a 4-2 Southeastern Louisiana lead. Tigers coming to the plate. They'll have Ruckert, Patrick, and Reeves. 7, 8, and 9 due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Every Tiger knows it's not just about where you are, it's about how you play the game. At LSU Online, we bring that same grit and greatness to your education. Whether you're watching from Baton Rouge or beyond, you can earn your degree on your time from anywhere. Flexible, online, built for Tiger Nation. Visit online.lsu.edu and win where you are.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Follow the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Tigers come into the bottom of the second, now trailing 2 runs to the Lions of Southeastern Louisiana. They played at 1 in the first. 3-run bomb to left field off the scoreboard in the top of the second by Alex Perry, his 14th home run of the year. Makes it a 4-2 Lion lead as the Tigers come to the plate. It'll be Ruckert to lead it off. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Tigers.
Yeah, they'll face a new pitcher, too. Number 25, Dakota Lee, the transfer out of Pearl River Community College. 6'3", 172 pounds, making his 10th appearance of the year. He has a 1-0 record with a .84 ERA.
First pitch to Ruckert, fastball missed outside, 1-0.
Lee in 10 2/3 innings has given up 8 hits, 1 run, 5 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Going to be 89-92 with the fastball.
1-0. Fastball missed inside, just below the knees. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Jack Ruckert. Batted .154 on the weekend. Got the start at second base against the Bulldogs. 2-0 pitch, a little high and outside. Now make it 3 balls, no strikes. Ruckert 2 for 13 at the plate. Did have a couple of runs scored. 3-0. Missing inside for ball 4. So Ruckert with a leadoff walk will get the Tigers a man aboard here to start the bottom of the second. And now we'll see William Patrick, who also had a pretty good week, not just a weekend. Against Mississippi State, Patrick 2 for 13 with a run scored and an RBI. Go back to last week's midweek, getting the start in right field. Had an excellent game. Played pretty well defensively as well. First pitch showing bunt. He'll bring it back. Pitch going to miss for ball 1.
Yeah, some guys that we heard Jay Johnson say it that are going to, getting some action that maybe wouldn't have got as much action this year as freshmen because of some of the injuries that have happened.
Snap throw over by Dakota Lee to check on Ruckert at first. He slides back safely.
William Patrick, good-looking kid, 6'2", 209-pounder out of St. Frederick High School in Monroe.
Pitch on its way. That one crossed the plate off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike now. On the offering from the right-hander Dakota Lee.
Yeah, important LSU to put some pressure on Southeastern after a 3 spot for Southeastern in the top of the second. Would be nice to answer with a couple of their own.
Pitch to Patrick, missing the low, and he stayed away. Now 2-1.
Yeah, good take from William Patrick. That was a pretty good slider from Lee that was darting, caught a lot of the plate, but just darted down out of the zone, and Lee did a good job of holding back.
Runner at first, nobody out. The 2-1 to Patrick. Fastball, or rather breaking ball, low. Just nice job by Priester to smother it up behind the plate. Keeps Ruckert at first, but now a 3-1 count to William Patrick.
Yeah, Lee, again, 89-92 with the fastball. He'll sink that fastball as well into right-hander. Has a curveball and a slider. Likes the slider a little bit more. That'll be 81-85.
Patrick takes the 3-1 pitch inside corner with a fastball. That'll make it 3-2. So now William got to be ready to hit if one's there. Lee, quick turn, snap throw over. Again, not a huge lead. Ruckert able to get back. Lee, runner goes, and again Patrick loses the bat. It goes helicoptering towards the on-deck circle of the Lions after a swing, and I believe, did he get a piece? No, he did not. He just lost the bat, swing and a miss. So Patrick, let's see, did they say he got a piece?
Yeah,
I think they did.
They're bringing Ruckert back, Chris. I believe it's got to be a foul ball.
Patrick going to add a little grip to his batting gloves. He let one helicopter on Sunday in Starkville on a strike 3 swing.
Mad at somebody in that third base dugout down there? No, that's actually a blessing in disguise when it throws up into the net like that, because that thing starts slinging around in a dugout. You don't know where it's going to end up.
So he'll try to re-grip the bat. Another payoff pitch, and this time inside, missing ball 4. So Patrick works a walk. Ruckert will head to second. Tigers have runners first and second with nobody out.
Yep, that'll bring out, I don't know, is that Coach Barbier or is that the pitching coach? That is Coach Barbier, head coach for Southeastern. Not sure he's out there to make a change. There is a left-handed pitcher down in the bullpen. That is number 38, Larson Fabry.
Coach Barbier doing a lot of the talking to the infield at the moment on the mound.
Apologize.
It's a quick,
that's
quick
Larson
powwow, and now he's headed back to the dugout.
Sorry about that. That's Larson Fobb, 2 down in the bullpen, left-handed pitcher.
So they'll stick with Dakota Lee here. Runners first and second for the Tigers, down 2 runs, 4-2, and we'll see Tanner Reeves. Reeves inserted into the starting lineup again after the injuries starting to add up. Obviously, we knew the loss of Jake Brown earlier in the week. Kason Evans unable to go Friday night before Game 1. And then both Pearson and Stanfield came up gimpy with hamstring injuries in that Game 1. So Reeves called upon. The first pitch missing low from Lee, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner batting just 175 on the year. Not a ton of opportunities. 41st plate appearance for Tanner with runners first and second. Big moment, though, with nobody out. He'll square to bunt, and the pitch inside. He scoots away from it. It's now 2-0.
Well, Lee having a little bit of control issues at the moment. And if you're Tanner Reeves, if you still got the bunt on, you've got to make sure that he's throwing a strike. If you're going to give yourself up, make sure he comes across the plate.
There's a strike again with Reeves trying to lay down the bunt. It's 2-1. That one right at the knees from Lee. Ruckert, the lead runner at second. Patrick at first. Both good speed. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a miss. That'll even it up now to Reeves, 2-2.
Yeah, I'm certain that first strike that Reeves was showing bunt on, I got to believe that was actually just a fake bunt just to try to get Lee to throw a strike, because right after that, Coach Jay Johnson put on the swing away.
This time driven to right field, coming over shy of the track is Peyton Woods. He'll make the play in right field. Tagging up from second is Ruckert. He'll make his way without a throw to third. So now runners on the corners with just 1 out. Reeves get the job done of advancing a runner a base, and now Mason Braun atop the order with a chance to add to his RBI total. Get this game a little closer.
Yeah, Lee went with an all-speed pitch and got Reeves out in front of it. Ball looked, the launch angle was there. That it looked promising off the bat, but just hit off the end of the bat as Lee had Reeves out in front. So double play still in order for Southeastern, but got a guy in Ruckert 90 feet away for LSU.
First pitch to Braun. Breaking ball. Drops and sinks low. 1 ball, no strikes. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, cocktails. Stop by today if it sounds good. Order online or use the app. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on. Ruckert at third. Patrick at first. 1 away. 1-0 pitch to Braun. Fastball low and inside. 2-0. Lee having trouble finding the zone. Falling behind hitters very early on. And Mason Braun, while he may have the freshman tag beside his name, he's a dangerous hitter. Certainly here of late. This pitch misses inside. Tried to go to the corner again. Too far inside. It's 3-0.
Yeah, good discipline from Braun. As 2-0, you're looking dead red, and that pitch was down and in, but you know he's looking to drive something. He's wanting to swing. A lot of guys, you get on guys on base, you want to drive those guys in.
This time Lee able to find and paint that inside corner with a fastball. Now 3-1. Still the count in favor of Mason Braun, the freshman out of South Bend, batting .302, a couple of homers, 15 runs batted in, 3 doubles, and as we mentioned, picked up his first triple as a Tiger over the weekend. The 3-1 up the middle, base hit into center field. That will easily score Ruckert. Making his way around second, on his way to third. Sliding in is Patrick, using the wheels to get from first to third. On the throw to third, Braun scoots out into second base. It's a 1-run Southeastern lead, 4-3. Tigers still just 1 out. Runners second and third, and we'll see arguably one of the hottest hitters of late, Omar Cerna Jr.
Yeah, great job by Patrick at first base. Can really move for a big guy, and Ball's in front of him. That's his call. That's Coach Jordan down at third base. He's got to let the player make that decision himself. Patrick was able to get into third base, and credit Braun not letting up, seeing the angle of the throw was going to get all the way to third, and he just took second all the way.
First pitch to Cerna, down low and outside, 1-0. Cerna with a single and scored in that first inning. Looking for RBI number 30 on the year, maybe even 30 and 31. Here's the 1-0. Inside, Cerna loaded the bat but held back, now 2-0.
Yeah, you'll see Lee try to throw that sinker, that two-seamer down into right-handed hitters. He'll throw that almost 50% of the time to right-handers.
2-0 pitch. I want to strike at the knees with a fastball from Lee. Now 2-1.
Yeah, good take 2-0 from Cerna. That's not what you're looking for. That ball was a strike, but it was down in the zone. But now you want to work with guys, the defensive back, you want to work, get a ball out in the infield, try to score that run.
Inside missing, now ball 3. 3-1. Dangerous count here for Dakota Lee. Does have first base open. Let's see if they've done their homework on Omar Cerna. Here's the 3-1. And a swing and a miss. Came at him with a fastball, a little down, but it's now 3-2.
Yeah, good pitch down in the zone from Lee, but I like that from Cerna. Again, when you're 3-1 with guys on base, especially third base, and the infield's back less than 2 outs, try to put that ball in play and score that run the easy way.
3-2, fouled off the bat and the body of Cerna. Still keeps the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers 3 runs on 4 hits. The Lions leading 4 runs on 3 hits. But LSU threatening here. Patrick at third, Braun at second. Just 1 out. Another payoff pitch to Cerna on its way, and a ground ball towards the shortstop. He'll charge in a couple of steps. Cuffs only play as to first. He looks the runner back at second. But Patrick will score, and we're tied 4-4.
Yep, that's what you do. That's the veteran approach from a freshman. And Cerna just fouling off a good pitch, the previous pitch, getting a pitch that he can beat into the ground, and you drive in the run. That's what LSU's been missing, getting guys on base and figuring out ways to get them in. You know, they'll have the big strikeout or weak contact pop up, but that one, you know, the defense is back. Play a little pepper with them and get that run in. Game tied at 4 apiece now.
Derek Curiel had a double his first time up. 10th double of the season. The first pitch from Lee missing high. 1 ball, no strikes. Curiel also came around to score his 48th run of the year. Braun keeps his head on a swivel down at second base. Here's the 1-0, and it misses away to the left-handed Curiel. Make it 2 balls, no strikes. Dakota Lee comes set. Now the 2-0. And Curiel launches this one in the air, right center field. Going back is Woods, going back is Watts, and at the wall, can't make the play. Comes bouncing off the wall. With 2 outs, Braun already moving. He will score easily. Another double, back-to-back doubles for Curiel, and the Tigers take the lead 5-4.
Well, off the bat, I thought it had a chance, Chris. It kept carrying, and right fielder Woods just ran out of room as that ball traveled 387 feet, 103 off the bat from Curiel. And again, right off the bat, I thought it might have a chance, but Woods looked like he had a bead on it. Then it just kept carrying and thought for a second it might get out of the ballpark.
Kate Arambidi stands in with 2 outs and Curiel down at second. The Tigers now have plated 3 runs on 2 hits, looking for more. Arambidi, a great candidate. First pitch from Lee. Absolutely hammered left field. Going back is right to the track. He's got room, and it hangs up. And he makes the play for out number 3. Well, you talk about off the bat. That one looked like it was headed towards the landing, but it stays in the park. Rights make the play, but the Tigers take the lead. 3 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on. We've played 2 complete. It's a 5-4 LSU lead. Back with more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The original Louisiana hot sauce is proud to be the official hot sauce of your LSU Tigers. And our peppery peppers add so much flavor to your food, it'll taste good on anything, even SEC rivals. Gator? Chomp chomp. Beef? Hook 'em. Pork? Woo! Pig suey. So next time you're enjoying an LSU game, grab the original Louisiana hot sauce. Handcrafted so you can enjoy our rivals too. That's Louisiana Hot. Buy you some.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got second, third degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
We head to the top of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Headed to the top of the third inning. Tigers leading 5-4. Both teams have enjoyed the lead so far here tonight in the early going. Tigers make another pitching change. Zach Cowan, the right-hander, enters the game on the mound. He'll face the Lions here in the top of the third. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Batting for a second time, Williams, Watts, and Priester due up for Coach Barbier in Southeastern Louisiana.
Zach Cowan making his 13th appearance of the year. He's 1-3 with a 5.11 ERA. Does have one save in 24 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 27 hits, 14 runs, 7 walks, and 30 strikeouts. You heard that right. Only 7 walks in the 24 2/3 innings. So typically a strike thrower. It's going to be 89 to 92 with the fastball. Changeup is his best secondary.
First delivery, ground ball against the shift. Nobody at home at second base. A bouncer into right center field. The leadoff man aboard for the third straight inning, this time with the base hit off the bat of Williams. That'll bring Watts to the plate.
Yeah, tough break if you're Cowan. I mean, that is a pretty good pitch down in the zone, away, and better piece of hitting from Williams. And I know the shift saves him a bunch of time, but if the second base was playing where he normally is, that's just an easy out. But again, I know there's times when you've got the shift on, and it would typically be a base hit if the shift were not in place. So giveth and taketh, I guess.
Dane Watts, a left-hander, takes the first pitch from Cowan and called strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. Watts aboard on a walk. Back in the second inning. Got a runner at first, nobody out. Trailing LSU 5-4. Cowan's 0-1 pitch. Off speed at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2.
Yeah, good slider from Zach Cowan. Caught the outside part of the plate to get it to 0-2. Now got a list of pitches he can go with here. Changeup down, fastball up.
The 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Watts. So Cowan, after giving up the leadoff single, battles back, gets the strikeout, his first of the night in relief. One away here in the top of the third. And we'll see Blaze Priester for a second time. He was down on strikes to Lockenmeyer his first time up.
Yeah, really good pitch from Cowan. That changeup, that pitch just starts middle of the zone and just keeps falling away from a left-handed pitch or left-handed hitter down into a right-handed hitter. Looked like a strike the whole time and just kind of darted out of the zone.
First delivery a little high above the letters with a breaking ball from Cowan. It's 1-0.
They got to be careful with Priester here. With that Cowan, with the amount of strikes he throws, you just got to make sure he stays down in the zone, especially against a big, strong kid in Blaze Priester.
Runner at first, one down. The 1-0 chases a breaking ball. Looping slider that again landed in the left batter's box. Priester couldn't stay away, and he falls or evens the count 1-1.
Yeah, LSU with the shift on again of Jack Ruckert, almost playing the shortstop position.
Expecting Priester to pull. Here's the 1-1 down in the dirt. Aaron Beatty blocked it up, but a secondary steal on its way down to second. Throw is on the money. Tag applied, and Williams out at second base. Aaron Beatty with a great throw. Again, as I said, it was a secondary reading of the pitch by Williams. He took a little hesitation before taking off. Aaron Beatty did lose the baseball for a split second, but found it, picked it up, and then threw a strike down to Ruckert at second base, who applied the tag.
Well, the difference is as that pitch from Cowan was swung on from Priester for strike 2, but the difference is from Williams, if he reads that down angle sooner, he's probably in there safe, but he just hesitated, as you said, Chris, ever so slightly.
Cowan's 2-2. Inside corner called strike 3. Priester down on strikes. And Cowan sends the Lions back into the dugout, back out to the field with a great top of the third. No runs. They did get one hit, but they left nobody on. We played 2.5. It's a 5-4 LSU lead. Tigers looking for more. They'll have Milam, York, and Ruckert 5, 6, and 7 when we return to the box. It's a 5-4 Tiger lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The bottom of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
5-4, LSU leading Southeastern Louisiana. Good inning by Zach Cowan. Gave up a single, but that was all. The Lions held scoreless for the first time tonight in the top of the third. We move now to the bottom of the third. Stephen Milam face a new pitcher for the Lions. And the switch hitter will bat from the right side against the left-hander.
A new pitcher for Southeastern is number 38, Larson Fobb. Fobb is making his 13th appearance of the year. He has an even 3 ERA.
Milam popped out to the catcher behind the plate. Priester his first time up as Fobb delivers the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Fobb in 12 innings of work has given up 10 hits, 4 runs, 8 walks, and 8 strikeouts.
1 ball, no strikes to Stephen Milam. Left-hander Fobb fires. That one at the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It'll be 87 to 90 miles an hour with the fastball. We'll have a slider and a changeup. Fobb out of Denham Springs, Louisiana.
And the 1-1. Low and inside. That'll make it 2-1 now to Milam. This is the final game for the Lions of their non-conference schedules. They'll get ready for another Southland weekend before the Southland tournament gets underway. That one fouled off by Milam, right side, 2-2.
Yeah, they had a couple more Southland Conference weekends at Lamar, as we told you in the beginning of the broadcast. They're both 16-8 in Southland Conference play, so them and Lamar will do battle. And then they've got Nichols at home to finish out their regular season.
2-2 to Milam. Big swing, sharp hit ground ball, but right at the third baseman. Perry comes up throwing in time to get Milam. That one hot off the bat, but a good job by Perry. Didn't have to move, but he did have to glove it and make the throw, and he does for the first out of the inning.
Really nice play, 105 mile an hour off the bat. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing, especially in college. Those balls get on you quick down there, and really impressed with Perry. He's got the 3-run homer tonight, and then goes down to one knee, makes a quick pick of that ball at, again, 105 miles an hour, so it was getting on him. Strong throw over to first base.
Zach York stands in. He was a strikeout victim first time. He'll swing at the first pitch. They had the shift on, trying to make a dive and making it in foul territory just left of third base. What an incredible play by Alex Perry again. This time, full extended dive from fair to foul territory. Kept his eye on it and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, what did he run? 85 feet to get to that ball? If he was playing normal position, he probably would have had to make 3 steps, and would have caught it easily, a can of corn. But Perry having an inning with a couple nice plays as he had to run a ways away and dive to catch that one.
Ruckert now stands in. He got a board on a walk his first time up in the second inning, but now with 2 outs and nobody on, he's looking to extend the inning. Find a way either by walk, hit by pitch, or even better yet, a single or more. Here, showing bunt. The pitch is low. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Perry on that last play had just gotten to where they wanted him to be in the shift, which was near second base, and then first pitch straight up in the air. He had to pick him up, set him down, and make the play. There's a strike on the inside corner. That'll make it 2-1 now.
Well,
to Ruckert.
And also, Chris, it wasn't like it was a pop-up like you see sometimes in college, what we call major league pop-ups that stay in the air forever. That was kind of a jam shot, or not hit all that well from York, so it was coming down rapidly. It was coming down quick. Perry had to get over there quickly, and really was a nice play.
2 outs and the 2-1. And Ruckert fouls this one off right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue. Live Louisiana. We've got you. 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Ruckert awaits. And the pitch. Up and in. We'll fill it up. Larson Fobb on the mound. Once again, new pitcher for the Lions here in the bottom of the third. This will be his 12th pitch. And the payoff. Swing and a miss. In on the hands. Ruckert couldn't stay away. Down on strikes. So Fobb records 1 strikeout. And the Tigers go quietly in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. Still a 5-4 Tiger lead. Top of the 4th coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Something new is happening at Cox. Now the price of your Cox internet and mobile plan won't go up for 3 years, and Wi-Fi equipment is included. So no frustrating price changes, just a lot more of what you want, like a pizza with extra pineapple. Yikes. Okay, let's stick with something everyone wants. No price changes on your plan, guaranteed. Learn more at cox.com/value. Must have at least 500 megabits per second speeds and Cox Unlimited mobile. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee. Mobile data speeds reduced after 20 gigs usage per month.
Hey, Tiger fans, there's nothing quite like game day at the box. To add to the excitement at the ballpark, enjoy our all-beef 44 Farms Tiger Dogs. The finest dogs in the land because they are made of all-natural Angus beef. To learn more, please visit them at 44steaks.com. That's 44steaks.com. 44 Farms, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
From corner stores to crawfish boils, the Louisiana Lottery's been making winners and memories for 35 years.
To celebrate our 35th anniversary, we're introducing a host of new anniversary scratch-offs.
Louisiana Treasures. Say it, Louisiana. Taste of LA. Play-O. And it's a Louisiana thing.
5 games, 5 ways to win big.
Louisiana Lottery. Celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile.
Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The top of the fourth inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your fours up.
Tigers come to the plate. Or I should say the Lions come to the plate in the top of the fourth. The Tigers lead 5-4. Be the bottom of the order for the Lions. Wright, followed by Robichaux and Perry. Wright tonight 0 for 1 in his first plate appearance. Zach Cowan back out there will start his second full inning of work. And the first delivery just missed the inside corner, and it'll make it 1-0 to Wright, who's the strikeout victim back in that second inning. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Off speed, evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike. You mentioned Cowan. Again, had some tough luck in his last couple of SEC appearances, but he's a pitcher who's going to pitch to contact. Now, he can get the strikeouts, too. He's had some great ones in his time here at LSU. That pitch just missed at the belt inside. Make it 2-1, but you kind of know what you're getting with Cowan. He works well, finds his spots around the plate, but they will get contact. You certainly have to back him up defensively. There's the 2-1. And hit in the air towards the alley, left center field, not very deep, and coming in. Patrick almost had to put on the brakes, almost overran it, but the freshman able to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it reminds me of the great Greg Maddux. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he probably would never throw a no-hitter. He just threw too many strikes. It was quality strikes, but it was always going to be around the zone, and guys always put the bat on the ball, so every now and then a ball would sneak through. But Cowan's the same way. He's going to pitch to contact. You can live with that as a coach.
And as you pointed out earlier, is that first pitch to Robichaux at top of the order is a called strike. Maddox also didn't walk a lot of people.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what you talk about when you say compete. I mean, you're throwing the ball over the plate, making them have to earn everything they get.
That one just off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Robichaux. He's 1 for 1. A board on a walk in the first, had a single in the second. He scored both times. The 1-1. Inside missing, now 2-1. But on the 2 balls that Cowan has thrown to Robichaux, neither missed by much. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one at the letters, across the plate, 2-2.
And usually the tempo of the game's better. You know, when Cowan's in there, he's filling up the strike zone. Even if you give up a base hit or look, even a home run. Again, as long as you don't put guys on base before you do that, you can always, what they always say, give your team a chance to win the ball game. Cowan typically does that.
2-2, a little low. That'll fill the count now to Robichaux. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Toyota Summer Starts Here sales event coming up, fans. Start your summer right in an exciting new Toyota. Just visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. The payoff from Cowan. Pulled the string, swing and a miss. Robichaux down on strikes and retired for the first time tonight. 2 gone.
And that's another thing that's so impressive is, you know, a lot of guys can go out there, although sometimes LSU guys make it seem difficult, and throw fastballs for strikes. But Zach Cowan can throw just about any pitch, in particular that changeup, which is his best secondary. He can throw, it seems like, a strike with that pitch at any count, which is a big weapon to have.
Alex Perry's done some damage tonight, made a couple of good plays there in the bottom of the third. Of course, he had the 3-run homer in the second. Gave the Lions their second lead of the day before the Tigers got back on top. And looks like Perry wants to get a little stick him there on the gloves, maybe the bat a little loose. So after the foul ball, starts him off 0-1. He'll get some help in the dugout, now come back to the plate. Again, came into the game with a 266 average. That home run got him up to 270, but he does have 14 round trippers on the year, so plenty of pop in the bat. There's a strike from Cowan to get him ahead 0-2. Two outs, nobody on for the Lions. Here's the 0-2 from Cowan. Just outside, not bad. No, Perry a better take. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot to throw at 0-2, especially to a guy that can run it out of the yard. So make him have to think about it just off the plate. Now you're still ahead, can still do anything you want from a pitching standpoint.
2 outs and the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Again, off speed, that time in on the hands. Perry down on strike, so Zach Cowan records punch out number 4. Through his 2 complete innings of work. No runs, no hits, nobody on base for the Lions. It's a 5-4 Tiger lead. LSU coming to the plate in the bottom of the 4th 8-9, top of the order. Patrick, Reeves, and Braun when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
I'm Richard Fontenot, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. My brother and I grow rice, soybeans, and raise crawfish on our farm in Evangeline Parish. For a fourth-generation farmer like myself, Louisiana Farm Bureau is as much a part of my life as checking traps or harvesting rice. Our organization is more than 145,000 members strong, and we've been around for more than 100 years. The Louisiana Farm Bureau spans generations, and we want you to join our family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org, the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
The bottom of the fourth inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your fours up.
5-4, LSU leading Southeastern Louisiana. William Patrick will start it off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fourth. Patrick aboard on a walk in the second inning. Facing Fobb, who returns on the mound for the Lions. And quickly Patrick behind with a swing and a miss. It's now 0-2.
Yeah, a couple nice clean innings from Zach Cowan. Gotta love that. 4 strikeouts, no walks, only gave up 1 hit in 2 innings.
Pitch missing outside to William. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Patrick batting .211 on the year. 20th plate appearance of the season for the freshman out of Monroe. Thrust into action with injuries on the team. Off the end of the bat, puts this one high in the air, right field. Coming in, though, having to make an adjustment, not hit very deep. Woods makes the play, and Patrick retired, 1 gone. Remember, fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, count on SeatGeek, the place to do it. Official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. Expect the expected in SeatGeek. We'll see Tanner Reeves and a fly ball out to right field, his first time up. Pitch from Fobb, a strike with the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Fobb, the left-hander, winds. The pitch to the left-hander, Reeves, is a little low. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. LSU Athletics in partnership with Baton Rouge Area Foundation and Visit Baton Rouge, proud to present Death Valley Live. Major events and entertainment coming to legendary Tigers Stadium. Here's the 1-1 to Reeves. Another bender caught the outer edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Find out more about Death Valley Live. Just go to lsusports.net/Death Valley Live. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2 to Reeves. A ground ball towards second base. Taking it on the hop is Robichaux. The throw to first in time. Reeves retired, 2 away. Top of the order, Mason Braun coming up for the Tigers, who lead 5-4 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
That doesn't mean with 2 outs you can't get something going, especially the way Braun's been swinging the bat. Saw him in the Mississippi State series, did a nice job against one of the really good left-handed pitchers for Mississippi State. For a freshman to stay in there, you know they're throwing everything at him that he wants, and he stayed in there, hit a big double to right center field. So a guy that's seeing the ball well would love a double here with 2 outs. Want to get to second base with 2 outs typically, where you get in that scoring position where the next guy can drive you in. Coach Jay Johnson going to take an offensive timeout, just have a little discussion, slow the game down a little bit, as Fobb kind of getting into a little rhythm, the left-handed pitcher for Southeastern.
Yeah, 2 quick outs, and Jay Johnson going to use one of those timeouts in his back pocket. He brings over Mason Braun, talks it over with he and Omar on the on-deck circle. Braun back to the plate. Fly ball out to left in the first. An RBI single for Braun to give him his 16th ribby of the year, last time in the second. A semi shift on. They'll have Perry playing pretty much straight up in the shortstop position. Shortstop cuff behind second base, and the first pitch going to hit Braun. Catches him. Braun trying to spin out of the way, but it got a little piece, and he will head down to first with a hit batter. So Tigers do get a runner aboard. It will extend the inning. Gets Omar Cerna to the plate.
Yeah, those are the ones you're happy to get hit by when it just nicks the jersey, doesn't leave a whelp on you or a bruise. So Braun extends the inning, and one of the hottest hitters around in Cerna Jr. up to bat.
1 for 2 tonight, a single in the first. Drove in a run with a 6-3 ground out in the second inning. RBI number 30. First pitch to Cerna down low, missing. Ball 1-0.
Southeastern with the right-handed pitcher down in their bullpen.
Again, they will shift 3 infielders left of second base for Cerna. Right side wide open with Caps holding the runner on and Braun. That pitch missing high, now 2-0.
Yeah, that looks like right-hander for Southeastern, number 16, Luke Lorette.
Delivery swung on by Cerna. Foul territory, first base side. Caps with room, and he'll make the play for out number 3. Well, the Tigers, no runs, no hits. They do leave one man on. We head to the top of the 5th. Lions coming to the plate, trailing by a run to LSU. It's 5-4 Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
444 for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 444 for the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues, born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Top of the 5th inning, coming your way from the box. It's a 5-4 LSU lead. Tigers 5 runs, 5 hits. Southeastern Louisiana 4 runs on 4 hits. They'll have Peyton Woods, who has been hit by a couple of pitches, been aboard twice, one in the first, one in the second. He'll stand in to start it off. And Zach Cowan continues to work. First pitch swing and a miss off speed, and it's 0-1. This will be pitch number 25 for Zach out of the bullpen. The 0-1 delivery almost caught him. Dancing out of the way is Woods. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield playing straight up at the moment to the left-handed hitting Peyton Woods. Cowan's 1-1. Belted to center field. Curiel having to come in, but it's dropping quickly. And will land for a base hit in shallow center off the bat of Woods. So he'll reach base for a 3rd time tonight. Leadoff man aboard once again for the Lions. Zach Cowan going to have to battle around that, as we'll see Brody Capps now, who's been a sac fly, RBI in the first, and also was hit by a pitch in the second inning.
Yeah, well, we got a second, too. I'll give you SEC scoreboard update presented by Republic Finance. Visit Republic Finance for all your personal loan needs. Get started at republicfinance.com/Tigers.
First pitch to Caps, blowing away to the right-hander. 1 ball, no strikes.
We got 2 finals already tonight. Georgia with the run roll over Troy, 11-1 in 7 innings. Then Vanderbilt beats Middle Tennessee 9-1 in Nashville.
Cowan's 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Swinging over the top is Caps. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Games in progress at the moment. Bottom of the 7th in Columbia, South Carolina. The Gamecocks coming to Baton Rouge this weekend. They're down to the Citadel 3-0. Again, that game being played in Columbia.
1-1 upstairs, make it 2-1.
Bottom of the 6th in College Station, Tarleton State leading Texas A&M 7-5. Bottom of the 6th in Knoxville, Tennessee blanking West Georgia 11-0.
Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Caps at the plate. Cowan's 2-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. Off speed and down. Getting Caps to chase it. Coming up empty. Will even the count 2-2.
Top of the 5th in Pearl, Mississippi, between Mississippi State and Ole Miss. State is leading that game 5-0.
2-2 delivery. Down in the dirt, blocked up by Aaron Beatty. That'll fill the count now to Caps.
And last game over in Austin, Texas. Game that's underway at bottom of the 1st. Sam Houston State with the early lead over Texas 3-0.
Lions with a runner at first. Nobody out. Cowan will turn and throw to first to keep an eye on the runner in Woods. Still a 3-2 count to Caps at the plate. Cowan's 32nd pitch is a swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Caps. Cowan now with 5 strikeouts. And that looks like the Cowan we all know. Got a full count, but still ready to compete. Able to elicit the swing and the miss. Just a beautiful pitch. Caps could not reach with the bat. And now with 1 away, Connor Cuff to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first and was a strikeout victim in the second inning. Still have Woods aboard at first. Another lefty at the plate. Cowan, the right-hander, fires. Check swing foul into the screen left side, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, another good feel for the changeup to Caps. You'd like Cowan not to get to 3-2, but if there's anybody on the team that you have the most confidence in a 3-2 count, it is Zach Cowan. And again, that changeup is just a huge weapon when you know you can throw it for a strike in a 3-2 count, which is what Cowan's been doing.
From the stretch, Cowan, the 0-1. This one belted to center field. Curiel stops momentarily, then slides a little to his right, makes the play for the second out of the inning. So Cuff retired, or rather Caps retired. That'll bring Cuff to the plate. Nope, that was Cuff, now Williams. So now Williams will come to the plate with 2 gone, still a runner at first. Woods aboard to start it off with a single to center field. Caps down on strikes. Cuff flied out to center. Now Cowan just trying to get the Tigers back in the dugout here as he goes after Justin Williams, who's 1 for 2. Had a single back in the third, his last at bat. Pitch just missed the outside corner. The breaking ball from Cowan, it's 1-0.
Yeah, Williams out of Madison, Mississippi, has made his rounds at Hines Community College, went to Louisiana Tech,
Southeastern, back UT Tyler, then back to Southeastern. So back in Hammond, Louisiana for the Lions.
1-0, misses down in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Remember, fans, when the Tigers win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50 the day after an LSU baseball victory. You'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. 2 outs, runner at first, and the 2-0. A swing and a miss. Pulled the string again, dropped off the table. Williams nowhere close with the swing. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that's what's so impressive is even when he gets behind in the count too, he's got such feel for it that you never feel like the hitter never feels comfortable, because even when you're sitting dead red, he pulls the string and it's not a pitch that you feel like you can handle.
2-1 from Cowan. Another swing and a miss. That one a little low and inside, but Williams tried to find it. Now evens the count 2-2. So Cowan falling behind just slightly early on in a battle back. Runner at first, 2 down. A 5-4 LSU lead here in the top of the 5th. Cowan's 2-2 pitch to the plate. Hammered but fouled. Ground ball, third base side. Keeps it 2-2.
Well, Justin Williams mentioned he's made the rounds, but he's having a really good season for Southeastern right now at .325 average. Got 10 home runs. So definitely got down in that lineup a little bit in the 6th spot, but definitely a threat down there for this Lions offense.
Another 2-2 pitch from Cowan, and it just missed the outside corner at the letters. That'll fill it up to Williams now, 3-2.
Yeah, heck of a spot. Really a slider, kind of works more like a cutter. Wasn't a ton of movement on it. Only moved 6 or so inches, but just missed off the outside part. A really good take from Williams.
2 outs and the payoff from Cowan. Launched into the air, a mile high, shallow right center field. Braun, the right fielder, coming in, and he will squeeze it for out number 3. So the Lions again get a leadoff man aboard. Doesn't come back to bite the Tigers. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. We played 4.5. It's a 5-4 Tiger lead. LSU comes to the plate in the bottom of the 5th when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Move now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers holding on to a 1-run lead, 5-4. Vance Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Count on Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. Southeastern jumped on the board first. They led 1-0 after a half inning. Tigers took a 2-1 lead after 1 complete. Southeastern with a 3-run jack off the bat of Perry in the top of the 2nd. Took a lead 4-2, and LSU would answer with 3 of their own in the bottom of the 2nd. Take a 5-4 lead. It's been scoreless now through the 3rd and 4th frame. The Tigers, Buzzy, looking to change that here as Darren Curiel will lead it off for the Tigers and face a new arm in Luke Lorette.
Yeah, Lorette is making his 12th appearance of the year. He's 2-2 with a 5.92 ERA. He does have 5 starts.
First pitch to Curiel. Fastball, but missed outside, 1-0.
Lorette in 24 and a 3rd innings pitch, giving up 25 hits, 16 runs, 7 walks, and 17 strikeouts. He typically is going to throw the ball over the plate. 88 to 91 miles an hour with the fastball.
1-0 to Curiel. Foul back into the screen. Another fastball offering that time for Lorette, and it's 1-1.
Going to throw about 50% fastballs to righties, 40% sliders to righties, and then when the left-handers are up, more fastballs, and then going to work that changeup in there more, about 22% of the time.
The 1-1. Missed high and outside, 2-1 now.
And a changeup, it's not a crazy difference either from the fastball. Fastball be at, again, 90 miles an hour, and you'll see that changeup more in the mid-80s, more like 84 or 85 miles an hour.
2-1 pitch. Missed upstairs, now 3-1 to Curiel. Lorette going to take a little trip around the mound there. Knows the danger he's in with a 3-1 count to a great batsman, we'll call him, Derek Curiel. The 3-1, absolutely hammered high in the air. Right of the batter's eye in center field, going back to the track to the wall, and Curiel takes this one out of here. Home run number 7 for the Tigers center fielder, and that'll extend the lead 6-4 LSU.
Well, get yourself in good counts. That's number one from a hitting standpoint. And then when you get a good pitch, try not to miss it. Derek Curiel didn't. Hit it 416 feet to almost dead away center field. It was a little right of the 405 sign in center field. But the fastball up in the zone at 89 miles an hour, Derek Curiel did not miss it. 104 miles an hour off the bat.
The Tigers with an LSU Online home run from Derek Curiel, rounding the bases, chasing goals, and winning on your schedule. Count on LSU Online, win where you are. Kate Arambidi takes a mighty hack on the first pitch, but fouls it back on a breaking ball from Lorette, and it's 0-1 to Arambidi, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI tonight.
Yeah, you hear it so many times. Get yourself in a good count, get your best swing off, and a lot of times people try to do too much, and they don't get the best swing off.
Swing and a miss. Chased one a little up and out. It's now 0-2 to Arambidi.
Yeah, that's a couple times tonight where Curiel's got himself into a good count, got a pitch he could handle, hit a missile down the right field line for a double, and then obviously just drove that one out of the ballpark.
The 0-2 sails outside from Lorette. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Arambidi. Nobody out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Curiel with the leadoff solo home run to center field. 6-4 Tigers lead. A 2-2 count now to Arambidi.
Lorette, another Louisiana boy on this Southeastern Louisiana team.
2-2, swing and a miss, off speed. Arambidi a little late. Couldn't make his mind up, down on strikes. Lorette picks up his first punch out of the bullpen and just one away here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Lorette kind of hung that slider, but it was more the speed change than the location that got Arambidi. As Arambidi probably kicking himself a little bit, as that pitch was actually a very hittable pitch, but again, just the off-speed nature of it got Arambidi confused.
Stephen Milam against the right-hander will switch bat from the left side. He's 0 for 2 tonight. First delivery, missed low, 1 ball, no strikes. Milam fouled out to the catcher back in the 1st inning. Blaze Priester and a ground out 5-3 handled by Perry over at 3rd. The 1-0, this one lit into right center field on the run. A diving attempt and a grab by the center fielder Watts. Again, full Superman. Thought it might get by him. If it does, Milam's still running. But an excellent play out in center by Watts to rob Milam of at least a double, maybe even a triple if that gets by him. Wow, what a play in center.
Yeah, when watching Watts and the ball kind of at the same time, I thought Watts would at least get a glove on it. That's one thing to get a glove on it. It's another thing to secure it. And a heck of a play by the center fielder.
And to come crashing down on the grass, holding on. York stands in. First pitch inside corner from Lorette finds the zone. It's 0-1. York 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a pop out. There's a strike on the outer edge. Quickly it's 0-2 with 2 down and nobody on. So after giving up the solo home run, Luke Lorette now starting to dial into the strike zone. Quickly an 0-2 count. The pitch to York. Swings, a little soft liner, but foul down the third base line. That'll keep it 0-2. Listen up, fans. Treasures only found in Louisiana. Play Louisiana Treasures from the lottery. Win up to $3,500. Louisiana Lottery celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Another 0-2 pitch. York swings straight up into the air, back behind the plate, but out of play. That'll keep it 0-2.
Yeah, Lorette, again, mentioned was a Louisiana kid out of Houma, Louisiana. Played his high school ball at H.L. Bourgeois and then transferred in from Southwest Mississippi Community College.
2 outs and another 0-2 pitch. York swings, line drive, but they had the shift on and playing the rover in shallow right field. Easy play by Robichaux for out number 3. The Tigers, though, add a run. Derek Curiel with the home run to lead it off. It's now 6-4. 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on for the Tigers. We head to the top of the 6th. LSU by 2, 6-4 over Southeastern on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Elevate your game day spirit with Sugarfield Spirits, the official vodka of LSU Athletics. When crafting the perfect mixed drink, our vodka is the winning choice that'll have your taste buds cheering for more. Sugarfield Spirits, where the spirit of the Tigers meets exceptional locally made vodka. See our winning lineup at sugarfieldspirits.com or visit us at our tasting room in Gonzales.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com. Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Dane Watts will lead it off for Southeastern. They trail the Tigers now 6-4 thanks to Derek Curiel's solo home run in the bottom of the 5th. As once again, Zach Cowan, a little extended outing here tonight. Back out there for his 4th inning of work. He's been very good thus far. First pitch to Watts missing a bit inside, 1-0. 1-0 deliveries at the knees. I'll say a little low there, 2-0.
Yeah, and they do have action down in LSU's bullpen. It's left-handed pitcher number 38, Ethan Plog. And you've got right-handed pitcher number 52, Zion Theophilus.
2-0 from Cowan. That one a strike at the belt. That'll make it 2-1. Cowan's 2-1 delivery. Check swing. Pitch was up and in, but he found it over the top of the dugout of the Lions' third base side. Cowan now evens the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Dane Watts, who's 0 for 1 on the night. 2-2. Again, a foul ball, but foul down the left field line. Holds the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Find out how you can build a better workday, fans, every day with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. Cowan now steps back up on the rubber, 9 on the pitch clock. A 2-2 count to Dane Watts. Pitch from Cowan. Fouled back into the screen. Fastball from Zach. Spoiled off the bat of Watts, still 2-2.
Yeah, Watts putting together a good at bat. Cowan sticking with the fastball, the 7-0 hitter. Just keep pumping 91-mile-an-hour fastball. See if he doesn't try to pull the string on him.
Here's the 2-2. That pitch missed outside and off speed, but missed off the plate. Watts, good take. Will fill the count 3-2.
Yeah, got a good at bat going. Cowan, the veteran pitcher, needs to not give in. Just go right after the left-handed hitter Watts.
Pitch 49 of the night. Ground ball. Backhanded at third. Nice play by Reeves. The throw to first to York in time. All around. Good defensive play. That one again also hit very hard. Reeves was playing in almost even with the bag. It got on him quickly, but a nice backhanded, a good throw results in out number 1.
Yeah, better be ready down there at third base. That's a couple balls hit down there for both teams that, again, there's a reason they call it the hot corner, especially in college with those bats. They're going to get on you quickly.
Now we'll see Blaze Priester. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. Right-hander versus right-hander. Cowan fires to the plate. Off speed, but upstairs for ball 1. Cowan's 1-0 delivery. That one at the knees for a strike. That'll leave it up 1-1.
Another good job with the changeup from Zach Cowan. We told you it's his best secondary. I mean, when you're gonna get beat, that's the pitch you want to get beat with, and he's thrown it a lot tonight and thrown it well, thrown it down in the zone and for strikes.
One out, the 1-1. Pulled the string there. Way out in front was Priester, and it's now 1-2.
Yeah, the kicker is hit now. I mean, he hadn't hit it yet. Do you go back to it or you speed him up? If you go to the fastball, you'd like to see it elevated around the chin area.
Cowan's 1-2 pitch. Down low. In the dirt, blocked up by Aaron Beatty. That'll make it 2-2. South Carolina coming in this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As we sit here on this Tuesday, Carolina out in front of the Tigers in the SEC standings. So a chance to move up at least a spot with a good showing this weekend. The 2-2 pitch to Priester, and that one just missed at the knees. That fastball looked good from here. Cowan going to take a little trip around the mound. That'll fill the count to the Lions catcher, 3-2.
Well, I know coaches hate when you say this, but they're at the point in the season where they have to sweep. LSU does, and I know if they don't win the first game, they can't sweep, but that's the mindset they got to have.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Priester for a third straight time tonight. 2 gone as Zach Cowan racking up the Ks. That's his 6th of the evening.
Chris, real quick, we got a second. Got some sad news I want to share with you. This is my last day and night as the father of a 9-year-old.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I'm going to have a double-digit daughter, my youngest. She'll be 10 tomorrow, and I want to wish her a happy birthday. Caroline Hydell, we love you, Mom and I, and can't wait for you to turn 10, but it is a sad moment for her dad.
No doubt. There's a check swing, a bouncer down the first base line by Wright, but it's foul. Well, happy birthday indeed. Happy early birthday.
Well, she got it all month. I mean, it's April 29th is her birthday, but
I like it.
April 1st, she's been having this planned out. So.
That's the way I like it. The whole month of August is all about this guy. My birthday's not actually till the last day of the month, so I'm with her.
Yeah.
2 outs and an 0-1 count to Wright, and another foul. This one off the bat and off the leg of Brooks Wright. And Cowan works ahead, 0-2. Wright tonight 0 for 2, a strikeout in the second, fly ball out to left in the fourth. The Lions 4 runs, 5 hits. Tigers 6 runs on 6 hits. And now Zach Cowan, 1 out pitch away, keeping the Lions off the board. Here's the 0-2. Misses high, staying away is Wright. Didn't chase. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like with Cowan right now, just put another coin in and push the button of what pitch you want thrown. I mean, he is in total control of every pitch in the arsenal.
See what he offers here. The 1-2 to the plate. That one, woo, at the knees. They'll say a little low. Went off speed. Well, that was awfully brave by Brooks Wright to put his fate in the hands of the home plate umpire, but he gets the call, 2-2.
Yeah, usually you get those when you're a pitcher that's around the zone and throwing a lot of strikes, but that one probably a little down, but really close.
2-2 delivery. That one down in the dirt, got away from Aaron Beatty, rolls up the first base line, and once again a full count here for Zach Cowan. The offer to Brooks Wright at the plate. Cowan 55, now 60 pitches thrown, and pretty good strike ratio on top of that. Just needs to find one more here in the top of the 6th inning, keep the Tigers up 6-4. Payoff delivery, bouncer foul just beyond the dugout of the Tigers. Still 3-2. Things certainly going to heat up as we head towards the summer months, but no worries. Whenever you're ready to cool it down, just count on Slow Melt Ice. Since 1997, been taking care of packaged ice and industrial ice for retail businesses here in our area. Another payoff pitch, and this one just a little low at the knees. Thought it may have brushed that outside edge, but it'll be ball 4, and Brooks Wright with a 2-out walk will head to first. First base on balls given up by Cowan tonight, and I don't think he's happy with it. Maybe he felt like 2 of those pitches ruled ball would have him already in the dugout.
Well, I know we're the anti-walk, squad up here, police squad up here, and we don't like them, we don't want them, but you can live with that from Zach Cowan. I mean, he's all around the zone. He's throwing pitches, at the knees, and that one just down. I don't know how Brooks Wright didn't swing at the pitch, to be honest with you, but a good take as it was a little down, but a good pitch too.
Robichaux will swing at the first offering and bounce it foul first base side. Start him off 0-1. He got a board on a walk in the first, had a single in the second. Cowan got him on a strikeout last time in the 4th inning.
You got to be careful to Robichaux, young man with 10 home runs on the season. Got to stay down in the zone here.
Cowan's done a good job of that in relief here tonight. In fact, 2 of those pitches ruled balls that Wright somehow, as you pointed out, stayed away from. Were down, and they didn't miss by much at the knees. But you're right, got to keep it down here with Robichaux at the plate. Runner at first, 2 down. The 0-1. Fouled off the bat of Robichaux. It's now 0-2. And you've said it time and time again. Now, credit some of the Lion hitters. They've been disciplined, been able to force even and full counts. But Cowan's been ahead virtually all night long, which opens up, as we say in football, the playbook for a pitcher.
Well, and it opens up the pitch calling, and it's the same difference, whatever the pitcher can do. But Yeskie feels more comfortable when he's ahead in the count, being able to call a game.
The 0-2 hit down the line left field way, but it will be foul. Carried down the line, but eventually left in left field, and it's still 0-2 the count to Robichaux.
Yeah, when you're behind in the count from a pitching standpoint, you always feel like you're pitching defensively. You're not attacking the hitters. You're having to just keep serve pitches up, and you can't throw all your best stuff at them. But when you get ahead, you can go in, out, up, down, miss on a couple pitches, and just feel like, as you said, you've got that whole playbook ready.
The 0-2. Again, another foul ball off the bat of Robichaux, who's been down in the count. Seems like forever, Buzzy, but able to just fight away. And Cowan again will look for the out pitch with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, I've been impressed with all of Southeastern hitters. I mean, again, they came into the game hitting 284 as a team. Plenty of power throughout the lineup, and you see why they're leading the Southland Conference in conference right now.
Another 0-2 delivery, but first a quick turn and throw over to first. Back safely to the bag is Wright. Two outs, runner at first, a 6-4 Tiger lead. Cowan again will turn and throw. Back again is Wright to the first base bag. Back to your daughter's birthday. Already had the big celebration, or do we celebrate once a week throughout the month?
Yeah, I had the birthday party on Saturday. You know, the slide, the water slide, the whole deal.
Nice.
And then we'll do the cake tomorrow.
The 0-2. Three-quarter swing, fouls it back.
Now, she doesn't get a present from Dad every single party. You know what I mean? I mean, you just get one present.
Really?
What's the point of celebrating it every week, huh?
Why? Why have it for a month if you're only getting presents one day? At least that's my theory. Runner at first, 2 down, a 6-4 Tiger lead. 0-2, the count, the pitch to Robichaux. A little low. Ben wisely watches it drop. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep, heck of a pitch, better take from Robichaux. I mean, it's almost like Robichaux, hey, I know the changeup's coming here, and I just have to commit to taking it because that thing looks so good for so long.
Cowan's 1-2 delivery. This one again, belted foul down the left field line. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, next pitch for Cowan will be his 70th of the evening. Again, left-handed pitcher Ethan Plog down in LSU's bullpen. Now Gavin Guidry gets up, starts to mull around, but I suspect this will be the last inning for Zach Cowan.
Yeah, this will be the 70th pitch of the night for the Tiger reliever. Another 1-2, and this one missing low and inside above the shoe tops of Robichaux. Now 2-2.
Yeah, tough situation. Again, leadoff hitter for Southeastern, one of their better hitters, and he's seen everything Cowan's has to offer. I mean, he's fouled off the fastball, he's fouled off a slider, he's taken the changeup down in the zone, so he's seen everything. This is going to be a tough out for Cowan to get.
2-2. And fouled straight down into the dish off the bat of Robichaux. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. I thought you might see that fastball elevated a little bit on that offering. He went with the off-speed pitch. Well, like you said, Robichaux's been able to stay away from that changeup. Able to pick up the drop, even though, as you said, it happens very late in its arrival to the plate. So we'll see if Cowan will go off speed or try to get one by him. The 2-2. He's going to try the fastball, but again, it missed low and inside. Now that will fill the count. So after being 0 for 2 forever, 1 for 2, 2 for 2. It's now a full count for Robichaux.
Well, this is why
he's going to have to start paying rent here at the box.
That's right. This is why it's tough for pitchers to go 2 and 3 times through a lineup, because every time you collect more data, every time you see more pitches, Robichaux's doing that in 1 at bat.
Payoff delivery. Swing and a miss. Got him with the off-speed delivery. Robichaux finally goes down, and Cowan records strikeout number 7 on the night. Gets a great hand as he makes his way to the dugout of the Tigers. For Southeastern, no runs, no hits, and one man, or rather no man left on. We now move to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers lead by a couple of runs, 6-4. 7, 8, and 9 due up. Ruckert, Patrick, and Reeves when we return to the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everyone has their own favorite way to experience Louisiana. For some, it's the taste of hot beignets with a creamy cafe au lait. For others, it's swaying to the music of brass bands, Zydeco, and all the music in between. It's boating on the bayou, weaving your way through festivals, road tripping in pursuit of the greatest gumbo. Whoever you are, whatever you crave, Louisiana will feed your soul. Go to findyourlouisiana.com to plan your visit today.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran, it's interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Follow the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Great performance on the night from Zach Cowan. That may be all for him as the Tigers come to the plate. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading 6-4. Jack Ruckert leads it off. First pitch offered up by Luke Loretta, called strike, and it's 0-1. But boy, Cowan was fantastic. Just what the doctor needed. As this one absolutely torn into right center field off the bat, and this one is off the wall. Ruckert around first, an easy stand-up double to start it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ruckert gets a nice hand. That's his 3rd double of the season. Great start once again here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, great job from Jack Ruckert. Got a pitch down in the, or middle of the zone, I should say, up, and I mean that is hit as really as far as you can hit it without getting out of the ballpark. 378 feet to right center field and an easy stand-up double. That's what you're looking for to lead off an inning. Down in the lineup. Now William Patrick up, and Coach Jay Johnson will have a little powwow meeting down with with William Patrick and the on-deck hitter Tanner Reeves.
I think this one is safe to say this is a strategic meeting for Jay Johnson. And he is doing a lot of talking quickly to Patrick. Again, Reeves and Braun both listening in.
Well, what did he say in his radio show last night? There's nobody that's going to work harder to turn this thing around, to fix it day in and day out, every minute of the day. And so he's coaching. It's not like he's given up on this season. I mean, he's coaching every second of every game, instructing, trying to figure out ways to get this team better and get on that getting on that winning side of things.
So he's got Ruckert down at second, nobody out. Patrick at the plate, 0 for 1. Did get a board on a walk. He'll lay down a bunt, a beauty down the third base line. Perry had to make an athletic play, and the third baseman does so to get Patrick, who's got tons of speed, at first base. But it does do the job, moves Ruckert to third. So with less than 2 outs, a runner just 90 feet away from the Tigers, already leading 6-4. And this is where you're looking for execution. Yep. You get the leadoff double, great swing by Ruckert, gets him at second base. Patrick comes in, lays down a good bunt, gets the job done, moves the runner to third. Now you're looking for Tanner Reeves to do a job. The infield going to play in for the Lions here, trying to keep it, if possible, just a 2-run deficit. First pitch missed away, and it's 1-0 to Reeves.
Yeah, and I've said this a bunch, but I like working early in the count when you've got a guy at third base less than 2 outs. Now, you don't want to go chase. I'm not saying get so aggressive you chase pitches. You get something over the plate, though, you need to try to take a good rip at it.
For this pitch missing high and away, and that's now 2-0 to Tanner Reeves. He had a fly ball out to right in the second, a 4-3 ground out in the fourth. And you're right, if the pitch is there, put a big swing into it. He does there, but he lifts it straight up foul territory. Third base side, Perry again getting closer to the side wall, comes back to his left, but he can't hold on. He was close to that new seating from a couple of years ago. And then at the last moment, even though the wind's blowing right to left, the ball came back on him and just out of position, couldn't make the play, got the leather on it, but couldn't hold on. So that's a big break there. Will keep Reeves at the plate with a 2-1 count.
Yeah, not an easy play. And I always say a ball that a first baseman or a third baseman have to keep tracking backwards on, it's so much easier for a middle infielder to try to make that play. Now, Perry was kind of camped, so I know Cuff didn't want to mess with him because he thought he was going to be an easy play, but those are difficult to make from the corner positions.
Strike on the inside corner from Lorette will even it up now to Reeves. But you mentioned the hard swing. You got the infield playing in. Even if you hit it on the ground, put everything you have into it. Could cause some trouble. The 2-2, and this one belted to center field. It's going to drop down in front of Watts. On his way in from third and scoring is Ruckert, and the Tigers now lead 7-4. There's Tanner Reeves. Get a job done, young man. His 5th RBI of the season. Picks up his first hit of the night, and it's a 3-run Tiger lead.
Yeah, how about the bottom of the lineup coming through? That's how you dial it up. I mean, get a missile double to lead off the inning, a well-executed bunt from Patrick, and then the veteran Reeves just stays in there with 2 strikes, gets a gift. Perry drops the ball at third base, the pop-up, and takes advantage of a miscue, which is what LSU needs to do. So many times this year, other teams have taken advantage of miscues on LSU's part. Nice to see it on the other side of things.
Coach Barbier, the head coach, who also handles the pitchers, on his way out to the mound. That may be all for Lorette, and indeed, he has made a call to the bullpen. So a pitching change for the Lions here. Tigers leading 7-4 with just 1 out. A runner down at first base in Reeves, and Mason Braun atop the order for the Tigers will be at the plate to face the new Lions pitcher when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sausage. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side, but it's Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoked sausage of LSU Athletics.
BRQ Seafood and Barbecue is a home run for flavor, excitement, and an unforgettable experience. Savor their daily specials or indulge in their brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Special occasion? Let BRQ cater your event or host your gathering on their outdoor patio, The Backyard. Now open daily. As the official catering service of LSU Athletics, they are the top choice for your game-winning celebrations. Visit online at brqrestaurant.com. See their daily specials, catering options, or to reserve a table. BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, where unforgettable moments await, both on and off the diamond.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Tigers again lead 7-4 here on a Tuesday night. Bottom of the sixth inning. Tigers already one run in on 2 hits. They have Reeves, who drove in the run down at first base. Mason Braun coming to the plate. He'll face a new Southeastern Louisiana pitcher.
He's facing right-hander Logan Frechet. Frechet's making his 16th appearance of the year. He's 1-3 with a 3.86 ERA. 16 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 15 hits, 7 runs, 11 walks, and 15 strikeouts.
Mason Braun tonight atop the order for the Tigers, getting the start in right field. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. First pitch pops out of the mitt of Priester. He'll chase it left of home plate. Ruckert, or rather Reeves, will stay put at first, so now a 1-0 count to Mason Braun. Logan Frechet, the right-hander. Checks the runner. And Reeves at first, now the 1-0 to Braun. Pitch a little high, 2 balls, no strikes. Wind picking up a little bit, flags now blowing out. Still right to left. 2-0, runner goes, the throw down to second. Oh, perfect throw, handled on the short hop that time by Connor Cuff. He applies the tag, and Reeves out at second base. Couldn't ask for a better throw, right at the right corner of the bag, and a nice job by Cuff to make sure he got it cleanly and then easily applied the tag.
Yeah, Priester put it, as you said, Chris, perfectly on the right side of the bag, or the correct side of the bag, I should say, and Cuff, just a perfect little pick.
Braun smashes a bouncer foul down the first base line. That'll even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Great night last night for the Jay Johnson Show. Jay, as you pointed out, was asked a question on the LSU Sports mobile app about how he sleeps this time of year, and gave a great answer on how nobody's going to get the Tigers back on top quicker and better and more efficiently. Is this foul ball down the line, hangs up long enough with just a little room in that triangle corner down the line, and left. Brooks right makes the play. Braun out on the foul ball pop out, and the Tigers are finished here in the 6th inning. But 1 run on 2 hits. They extend the lead now 7-4. We go to the 7th inning on a Tuesday night. The Lions coming to the plate after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you shop Albertsons online or in our app, you can count on us to have freshly picked, high-quality ingredients ready for pickup or delivery in as little as 30 minutes. Plus, save $30 off your first online order and let Albertsons take the hassle out of shopping while racking up the savings. With free pickup or delivery, you will always get the same great prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop online at Albertsons.com or in the app. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Ew, it's a roach!
Fear not. Champ is here. Your weapon is Bengal Roach Spray. Bengal's spray technology is designed to flush out the entire colony, targeting the source of the problem, making sure these pests don't die unseen in your walls, ensuring far-reaching results that prevent infestations from returning. Now that you're all protected, my job here is done.
Bengal, the official pest control of LSU athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU athletics. That's the good stuff.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Tigers leading 7-4, top of the 7th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Tigers. Sophomore left-hander Ethan Plog will take over. He'll face 2, 3, and 4. Tough part of the order for the Lions, starting with Perry, Woods, and Capps. Here in the top of the 7th with a 3-run lead.
Plog making his 17th appearance of the year. He's 2-0 with a 10.50 ERA and 12 innings of work, giving up 14 hits, 14 runs, 15 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Ethan Plog will be 92 to 95 with the fastball. Got a curveball, slider, changeup, and he will try to sink that fastball at times into left-handed hitters.
Alex Perry's had a good night tonight. He's 2 for 3 with 3 ribby, including that 3-run homer in the 2nd inning.
Yes, made a couple nice plays down at third base.
First pitch from Plog, missing, ball 1, the 1-0 pitch. Back with a fastball for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1. Missed away. They appeal down to first. Perry did hold back. It's now 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, next Monday night, season finale of the Jay Johnson Show, 6 o'clock. TJ Ribs, all brought to you by FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake. Ooh, good looking pitch, but they rule that a ball 3. 3-1 now to Perry.
Well, you can go by the numbers and see 12 innings of work with the 15 walks for Plog. That's been his Achilles heel all year.
3-1, strike at the knees on the inside corner. That'll fill it up now to Perry, who doesn't seem to be very happy with that call. Kind of spun around, shook his head. He'll dig back in. Plog's payoff pitch comes at him quickly, but it misses low with a fastball at 96. So Perry will be aboard on a leadoff walk.
Yeah, and it's been the problem with a lot of LSU relievers. I mean, the stuff is there. It's, you know, I just read the numbers to you. I mean, it's 92 to 95 with the fastball as well as the sinker. And I mean, it's herky-jerky. It's a little bit of a funky delivery from that left side. And if you can ever Plog, along with a lot of other guys, but in particular Plog at the moment, if he could ever figure out a way to get the ball over the plate, it is really good stuff. And you don't see it all the time with that herky-jerky motion.
Peyton Woods now to the plate. He's reached base all 3 times tonight. Hit by a pitch in the first, again in the second. Actually got a single last time in the 5th. First pitch from Plog, though, starts him off with a strike, 0-1.
Guidry and Theophilus are still getting loose down in LSU's bullpen. 2 right-handers.
Plog's 0-1 delivery, missing a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, throw a strike. See, make them hit it. A lot of good things happen when they put the ball in play.
The 1-1. Late swing, the fastball a little up at the letters, and Woods, a late reaction, went around. It's 1-2. Perry 1 for 1 in stolen bases. Take a 2.5 step lead off of first as Plog looks over. Now the 1-2 to the plate. Missing away and a little low. It's now 2-2. Tigers 7 runs, 8 hits tonight. The Lions 4 runs on 5 hits. Plog from the belt. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Nice little breaking ball out of the reach of the bat of Woods, and he'll be retired for the first time tonight by way of strikeout as Plog with his first K. And 1 gone here in the top of the 7th inning. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Type.
5, 4, 3, 2.
LSU Sports mobile app.
Brody Capps at the plate for the Lions. Plog delivers low and inside. Ball 1.
Well,
along with Tiger champ Buzzy Heidel, I'm Chris Blair. Adam Penny on controls in the studio tonight. It's a 7-4 Tiger lead here in the top of the 7th. The 1-0. Missing outside, so now 2 balls, no strikes to Capps.
Yeah, hopefully that at bat to Woods will settle Plog in a little bit, as Plog actually didn't throw a ton of strikes to Woods. Woods was a little over-aggressive and kind of got himself out, but maybe that'll get him locked back in.
There's a fastball for a strike to make it 2-1 now to Brody Capps, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Did have the sac fly RBI back in the first to get the Lions on the board with that early 1-0 lead. Plog checks the runner at first. Now the 2-1. Breaking ball, slow tapper, a slow bouncer. Charging in, running through it is Milam. The throw to first a little off the bag. York had to come off, tried to apply the tag, but couldn't do so. And arriving safely at first is going to be Capps. Again, Milam playing pretty much straight up short, but again back a little bit. That ball dying with each bounce on the infield grass. He tried to run through it, make the throw quickly. Now Jay Johnson out here talking to our home plate umpire, seeing whether or not they're going to take a look at it, and it does not appear they are.
Gotta believe they're going to rule that a hit. But I don't think they've made a decision yet, Chris. Are they trying? They're going to. Oh no, they're going to make a. Did York get hurt, Chris? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I believe so. Trainer Isaac Trujillo now looking at Zach. Again, the throw brought him a little off the bag up the line. He tried to give the Olay tag, and I think, just caught the back of his foot, back of his calf muscle, and he came up a little slow. So he's going to have to check out after getting the start. He will head to the dugout. Initially, Mason Braun making his way out of right field to take over at first, so he'll change equipment and gloves. LSU going to have to make some changes here with York injured on the plate. Looks like Daniel Harden going to move off the bench, head out to left field, take over there, while they'll move William Patrick, who started the game in left, over to right for Braun, who comes in at first.
Well, they did rule it a hit, which is the correct ruling in my opinion. I know I'm a little biased, but if Stephen Milam can't make the play, I'm going to just tell you it's a hit, because he came in, did everything he could. I will say, a perfect throw, he probably is out at first base, but because he had to rush everything so quickly and make a play that was not routine, that's why it was ruled a hit, not an error, which is the correct ruling.
Now, more importantly, Lions with just 1 out have runners first and second. Connor Cuff to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch from Plog, missing low to the left-hander, and it's 1-0. So, again, the big news, Zach York having to leave the game after coming up a little gimpy at that play at first. But don't forget the fact it's just a 3-run lead, and the potential tying run is standing at the plate.
Yeah,
in the top of the 7th.
You want guys like Ethan Plog to get the reps, and obviously not an SEC type of game on a weekend. It's a weekday game. Still want to win the game, but you got to believe it's not going to be a terribly long leash if you're Jay Johnson with 2 guys on. And it's a shame because he made a pretty good pitch to Caps, and Stephen Milam probably makes that play 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times. Again, it was a very difficult play, and it was ruled a hit, which it should have been, but a little bit of tough luck for Plog. But he's got to figure out a way to get back in the zone and get back in it in a hurry, because you said it best, Chris. This is only a 3-run lead, and Southeastern, with the bats they have in this lineup, you can't give anybody free bases.
Runners take their lead first and second. The 1-0 pitch to Connor Cuff. Hack foul down the left field line. Move the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, you see how the tempo changes too. When you're not throwing as many strikes, you saw the difference with Cowan, then Plog, and so it's, again, that's another reason to get the ball over the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Cuff, and almost carbon copy. Slap foul down the third base line. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Plog works ahead. Perry down at second. Caps aboard safely at first on the little dribbler on the infield grass. 1 away and a 3-run Tiger lead, 7-4. The 1-2. Ground ball towards first. Braun gonna handle it, run to the bag, step on it for the second out of the inning. So Braun, you know it. You've been playing in right field and they move you to first. That ball gets on you a little quicker, but he handled it nicely, coming into his own as a first base defender for the true freshman.
Yeah, and I thought it was a mature decision from Braun at first. Hit hard, get the out. You already had 1 out, get the second out, and have your pitcher pitch in the clutch. So easily could have tried to throw that ball to second and cause a lot of bad things to happen, but he just got the out. Guys are in scoring position as Jay Johnson makes his way out to the pitcher's mound, but now you give your pitcher an opportunity to pitch in the clutch and get yourself out of it.
Coach Johnson making a call to a right-hander with Justin Williams, a right-handed hitter, coming to the plate for Southeastern. He'll have runners second and third with 2 outs. Tigers leading by 3. We'll tell you about the new LSU hurler and get back to the action here at the box. 7-4 Tigers lead over Southeastern Louisiana on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball. It's a drink. It's a whole vibe. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls. Available in spirit, wine, and malt. 50% alcohol per volume. Buzz Balls, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Champions don't wait for the perfect pitch. They make their move. With LSU Online, you can step up to the plate for your career, earn your degree, and keep swinging towards your goals. Learn anytime from anywhere and knock your next milestone out of the park. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Gavin Guidry going to be called upon out of the bullpen. The veteran right-hander coming in with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The Lions threatening with runners second and third. Again, real quickly before we give you the numbers on Guidry. Zach York injured on a play on a ground ball a few moments ago on a throw coming to first. He had to exit the game. Mason Braun started in right. He's now at first. William Patrick started in left. He's now in right. And Daniel Harden off the bench takes over in left field. Justin Williams at the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Righty on right-hander is Guidry. Fires the first pitch and a chopper foul towards the third base dugout, and it starts off 0-1.
Well, Guidry making his 16th appearance of the year. He's 4-3 with a 7.29 ERA. He's thrown 33 in the third innings.
The 0-1 strike on the inside corner gets him ahead 0-2.
Giving up 29 hits, 27 runs, 16 walks, and 44 strikeouts, and he's ahead early to Williams. And a big at bat here in the top of the seventh.
The 0-2 delivery. Belted to left field. Harden going back, though, looking for the wall. He's on the track, and he's got it for out number 3. What do they say? You move from right field to first, ball going to find you. You come into the game, go to left field, ball's going to find you. Both Braun and Harden get the job done, and the Lions come away empty-handed. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2 men on in scoring position. Time to stretch it out at the box on this Tuesday night. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers up 7-4. They'll send to the plate 2, 3, and 4. Meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Omar Cerna, Derek Curiel, and Kate Arambidi when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field. Go Tigers!
The 7th inning stretch of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball was presented by Coshada Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Tigers leading 7-4. Both teams have enjoyed the lead. That back early in tonight's contest. Southeastern with a 1-0 lead early. LSU would waste little time, put 2 up in the bottom of the first to make it 2-1. Southeastern played at 3 in the second. LSU would answer with 3 in the bottom of the second inning, and the Tigers have been able to add a couple of more, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th as they come to the plate here. Leading things off will be Omar Cerna Jr.
Yeah, they'll face a new pitcher in Caleb Howell, right-hander, making his 13th appearance of the year. He has a 5.58 ERA, has thrown 30 2/3 innings, given up 31 hits, 19 runs, 10 walks, and 21 strikeouts.
First delivery to Omar, missed outside, 1-0.
Howell Jr. out of Denham Springs, Louisiana, going to throw a mid to upper 80s sinker, slider, and actually he'll have a split finger that he'll showcase to left-handers.
Another pitch that missed outside, 2-0 now to Omar Cerna. 2-0 pitch. High chop towards third. Perry has to wait on it. Has time, throws across the diamond to Caps in time, and Cerna retired, 1 away. Fans, don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer. Text the words home run to 31996. Get a $59 AC system check from Accutemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Derek Curiel's had a good night tonight. Derek 3 for 3. Double in the first, another double with an RBI in the second, then a solo home run, his 6th of the year, last time in the 5th. Hard to do better than 3 for 3 with a couple of ribby.
Yeah, we'll take that, let's call it every game, and out of that 3-hole position.
First delivery, Missed inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Not that he needs to get into good counts to hit. He can, it seems like hitting any count, 2 strikes. Sometimes that's some of his better at-bats, but he's got himself into really good counts all night and made Southeastern pitchers pay when they've had to deliver a fastball over the heart of the plate.
Howell's 1-0 delivery. Again, trying to catch that inside corner, but off the plate, 2-0.
Yeah, Howell doesn't really throw a traditional fastball. It's a lot of sinker, 2-seamers, and then again, wants to throw a slider to right-handers and is going to work that split finger into left-handers.
2-0 pitch. Curiel sends it high in the air, down the line in left. Coming over is right, but this one behind the screen and into the bullpen, bounces into the seats out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Derek Curiel.
Yeah, Southeastern with some action down there in their bullpen. Got a right-hander playing catch. That's number 35, Dalton Gray.
1 out. Nobody on. The 2-1 to Curiel. Good looking pitch. Off speed. Finds the zone. Curiel not willing to go after. It's 2-2.
Yeah, one of the sliders that doesn't get thrown much to left-handers by the scouting report, but kind of backdoored one in on Curiel.
2-2. Comes back with a pitch. Again, trying to catch that corner. Misses to fill it up now, 3-2. Have the shift on with 3 infielders right of second base, and the 3-2 inside got away from Priester, and Curiel will reach base for a 4th time tonight, this time by way of walk.
Yeah, never can have enough runs. 3-run lead with a couple innings left to play, and so you know you don't have to go back that far to know that a lead's not safe in college baseball. Go back this weekend against Mississippi State, where LSU was leading in all 3 games and couldn't figure out a way to win a game. So, you know, Coach Jay Johnson wants as many runs as he can get.
Pitch to Aaron Beatty. Sails outside from Howell. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside corner. Now Howell falls behind Aaron Beatty. 2 balls, no strikes.
LSU right-handed pitcher Devin Sharon starting to get loose down in their bullpen.
This time he finds the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Curiel just takes his lead. The throw over by Howell at first, and Derek gets back safely. Still 2-1 to Kate Aaron Beatty. And the wind picking up, blowing right to left towards the scoreboard in left center field, as Howell again will throw over to first. Keep an eye on Curiel.
Well, a guy like Aaron Beatty has shown power to all parts of the field, which is a nice thing to have. You know, a lot of guys can turn one around and get it to the pull side, but can you hit balls out of the ballpark to the opposite field?
Runner goes, pitches outside, the throw not in time. Great jump by Curiel. Got that one on the pitcher Howell. He slides in safely with a stolen base, his 12th of the year. And with 1 out, the Tigers get a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and he picked a good pitch to run on. That was an off-speed pitch at 74 miles an hour. It took a while to get to home plate. Not only did he get a good jump, but picked the right pitch to run on as well.
The 3-1 pitch. Missed high and outside, so Aaron Beatty will get a free pass to first. That'll put runners first and second with 1 out. Howell living dangerously here with just 1 away in the bottom of the 7th, trying to keep it a 3-run Tiger lead, 7-4. It's now Stephen Milam looking for his first hit of the night. He's 0 for 3. Against the right-hander, he'll bat from the left side.
Yeah, and Milam has a current reach base safely streak of 22 games that he's trying to keep going, and also has an 11-game hitting streak. So, guy that obviously been seeing the baseball well over the past few weeks. See if he can't figure out a way to get him a knock here tonight.
Howell comes set. The right-hander looks back to second. Now the pitch. And down the middle at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1 with a fastball at 87.
Thinking a little backside base hit here for Stephen Milam, maybe through that 6-hole.
This one up the middle. How about that? Just straight up the box. Curiel going to get the green light. Watson center field mishandled the ball, and that will easily allow Curiel to score. And Milam does extend the reach base streak, does extend his hit streak, and he adds an RBI. It's now 8-4 LSU.
Yeah, it looked like the split finger from Howell. Again, tries to go to that with the left-handers, and that's what you have to do with the split finger, is what Milam did, is stay right back through the middle. That's why I was thinking stay the other way. But if you have that mindset, even if you're out in front of it a little bit, you should still hit it right back through the middle, which is what Milam did. And right on cue, continues the hit streak and the on-base streak. So nice job by Stephen Milam of extending the lead.
4-run lead now with one out. Daniel Harden, who had to enter the game in left field defensively there in the top half of the 7th inning with that injury to Tiger first baseman Zach York, will get a chance to hit here. Not a ton of opportunities for the Prairieville native, but he stands in his 17th plate appearance. The 1-0 pitch misses high above the letters. It's now 2-0. And you'd love to see Harden. Played his high school ball here in Baton Rouge at Catholic. Get a big moment here. Runners first and second. The 2-0 up and in. That'll make it 3 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, you don't have to look too far when you got a team, either an LSU team or teams around the state, that come in and find a guy or 2 or 3 that played their high school baseball at Catholic High here in Baton Rouge. Really good program over there, run by Coach Brad Bass, former LSU Tiger.
Take was on. There's a strike on the inside corner from Howell. That'll make it 3-1. So now Harden get ready to grip and rip here with runners first and second. He's got Aaron Beatty and Milam aboard with just one out and an 8-4 4-run Tiger lead. Howell's 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, Harden will receive the base on ball. So a 1-out walk will load the bases for the Tigers. So primed to open this one up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And before Jack Ruckert will dig in, that may be all for Caleb Howell. Coach Barbier on his way out to the mound. He's made a call to the bullpen. A pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer here in the great state of Louisiana. It's an 8-4 LSU lead here in the midweek on a Tuesday night. Tell you about the new Lions pitcher. Get back to the action when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the Lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Follow the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
The right-hander Dalton Gray going to be called upon here in the bottom of the 7th inning. LSU leading 8-4. Plated 3 runs have the Tigers over the last 3 frames. At least 1 run. They're looking for more here in the bottom of the 7th. Good opportunity with the bases loaded. It'll be Jack Ruckert coming to the plate, who's 1 for 2 tonight. He'll face a right-hander in Dalton Gray out of the bullpen for Southeastern Louisiana.
Well, Dalton Gray is a 6'1", 210-pound righty out of Fort Payne, Alabama, making his 8th appearance of the year. He has a 6.14 ERA. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings, given up 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and 10 strikeouts. It'll be 89-92 with the fastball, and likes to throw the fastball, curveball, and will mix in a split to left-handers, and then fastball, curveball, a slider here and there to right-handers.
First pitch to Ruckert, a called strike off speed from Gray. And Ruckert starts off 0-1. He's 1 for 2 tonight. A walk in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd, but had a double back in the 6th inning. Took one to the base of the wall in right center. He will slap this one into the corner in right. That will easily score Aaron Beatty. Milam gets the green light around 3rd. He will come in to score, and back-to-back doubles for Jack Ruckert. And the Tigers extend the lead 10-4.
Great job for the freshman, Ruckert. Really love the way he's been thrown into the lineup, and the moment's not too big for him. Just continues to put good at-bats together down there in the lineup, and that's the things you can't simulate in practice. You know, a guy that's getting an opportunity with a couple injuries, he gets in there, he's making the most of it, and that's what you like to see if you're a coach too. Hey, I'm putting you in there. I know you're a freshman. Maybe I didn't think you were ready. Show me that you are, and Ruckert's doing that.
William Patrick looking to bunt, does one right of the mound. Dalton Gray going to pick it up. His only play is to first. Now they'll try to get an extra run. They'll send the runner in. Ruckert from 3rd, and the throw gets away from Priester. And the Tigers sneak one by him. It's 11-4. Everybody off and running. They get the out at first for the 2nd out of the inning, but my goodness, the aggressive nature of the Tigers on display here. It was a nice bunt by Patrick. Gray comes off the mound, throws to first, and again, Ruckert never slowed up. He would have been out had it been a good throw, and Priester handled it, but Tigers will take it. It's now 12-4.
Well, with nobody out or 1 out, you probably don't send him there if you're Jordan, but with 2 outs, hey, put the pressure on him, see if they can make a play.
That'll get Tanner Reeves to the plate. Tanner at the bottom of the order, 1 for 3 tonight. LSU 12 runs on 10 hits. That's the offense Coach Jay Johnson was looking for. Here's the 0-1. And this one towards the alley left center field, dropping quickly, and it bounces in front of Watts, the center fielder. So Tanner Reeves with his 2nd Bingo Pest Product base hit, 2nd in as many at-bats. And the inning continues with 2 outs. 11th Bingo Pest Product base hit of the night for the Tigers.
Well, again, the bottom of that lineup, Jack Ruckert doing a nice job, gets a couple big hits, having a nice game. And then how about William Patrick doing what the coach asked, lays down a couple really nice bunts, one down the 3rd base line the previous at-bat, and then one more the 1st base line, gets a run in. Just, again, doing what coach asked and manufacturing runs.
Gets the Tigers back to the top of the order. Mason Braun, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch, a strike from Gray with a fastball, and it's 0-1. That time going to be called by our home plate umpire. Resetting the pitch clock, allowing Dalton Gray to grab a little bit of rosin. Now step back up on the rubber. 2 outs and a runner at first. Tigers exploding for 5 runs here in the bottom of the 7th thus far. The 0-1. Fouled back into the screen behind the plate by Braun. It's 0-2. Runner at first with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Good take by Braun. Backs out. That one upstairs. Ball 1, 1-2. Mentioned Dalton Gray from Fort Payne, Alabama. You know what's famous that came out of Fort Payne, Alabama? Probably a little too young. Here's the 1-2. High chop towards first, and going to be handled by Caps. He'll take 2 steps, step on the bag, and you'll find out the trivia answer when we come back. The Tigers put up 5 runs on 3 hits. They now lead 12-4 over Southeastern Louisiana. Lions come to the plate in the top of the 8th. I'll tell you what's famous about Fort Payne. Teach Buzzy a little something when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The games are on. The food's delicious.
Can I answer that?
You are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
My name is Trina. I'm from New Orleans, and I've been with Blue Cross Blue Shield for almost a year. Last year, it was right after my husband and I got married, I was diagnosed with a heart condition. When I received the diagnosis, I was terrified. And it was just so reassuring to know that I was covered. Knowing that I could really swing those costs was a security like none other. It's empowering. It's very empowering.
Follow the powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU, so far, so good for the Tigers. 12 runs, 11 hits. So far tonight, they lead Southeastern Louisiana, a very good team out of the Southland. They've got an early lead, actually led in the first, led again in the top of the second, but LSU, after Zach Cowan came in relief, the Lions not much to show for since then. 4 runs on 6 hits. They trail the Tigers by 8, 12-4. Dane Watts to lead it off. Gavin Guidry fires the first pitch, and it misses high for ball 1, 1-0. I asked you what maybe Fort Payne, Alabama is best known for. Any guesses after this pitch from Guidry is launched in the air by Watts, but Curiel, slow pace back, and he's got it in straightaway center for out number 1. What say you, Buzzy?
Yeah, I was going to say that's where Forrest Gump was born.
No, it's a really good guess. Really good guess.
That's all I had for you.
You ever heard of a guy named Randy Owen?
Yeah, he was the lead singer for Alabama.
Teddy Gentry.
I don't know. Is he
bass player
in the band too? Yeah.
The home of the world famous group Alabama, Fort Payne, Alabama.
Yeah, I did not know that, and I'm a big fan of Alabama.
Oh, okay, so you're not too young. All right. Guidry delivers the first pitch and a called strike. Got a pinch hitter, Gavin Panks, a freshman out of Covington, going to bat for the catcher, Blaze Priester, a left-hander, looking at an 0-1 count. With 1 out, here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball that time. Finds the hole in the bat of Panks. It's 0-2.
Not that I want to stay on the Alabama thing, but I would say maybe the greatest country band ever. I mean, I think
from a band standpoint, hard to argue as this pitch outside pops out of the mitt of Aaron Beatty. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Fort Payne, Alabama used to hold the annual Summerfest June Jam that was put on by the band Alabama. It used to be not quite Jazz Fest, but that was what it was framed after. Here's a comebacker to the mound. Guidry going to handle the ground ball, flip it over to Braun, and there's 1 gone here in the top of the 8th inning.
Yeah, when I say best band ever, I guess I mean group.
Yeah.
As a group. Yeah.
I don't know what the sales records are. I mean, there have been some pretty good ones here of late, but back in the day, nobody sold more records than the group Alabama.
I actually think it was my old man's. I think he's mentioned that to me before. It was his first concert he ever went to was Alabama. So there you go. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
And a close second. At one time, Fort Payne was known as the sock capital of the world. They made more socks than any place.
We're thankful for that.
Yes. First pitch, a strike to Mo Little, a pinch hitter at the bottom of the order. Little going to bat in place of Brooks Wright. He's got a 240 average. Right-hander takes the first pitch for a strike. Guidry comes back off speed. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, while all that talk was going on, how about Guidry just filling up the strike zone, getting out after out here in this top of the 8th.
Great to see. The 0-2 may have caught him on the jersey, may have just hit the button on the jersey of Mo Little.
You're right, Chris. That couldn't have gotten much on Little.
And there wasn't even a reaction from Mo. Again, he probably didn't feel it, but nonetheless, he'll be granted first base. So Guidry, who had been pounding the strike zone, catches a little bit of the jersey there, puts a runner on with 2 outs, gets the Lions to the top of the order, and Ben Robichaux. Robichaux 1 for 3 tonight, has been aboard twice, got walked in the first, but he has struck out the last 2 times at the plate. Guidry brushes him off the plate with a pitch inside. It's 1-0.
Well, I mentioned Catholic High here in Baton Rouge. How many great players have come from there. Ben Robichaux you can put in there for the Southeastern Lions. Out of Plaquemine, Louisiana.
The 1-0 wedge between the plate and the mitt of Aaron Beatty, and it pops away from him, and that will allow Little to make his way down to second. So the Lions now with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs and a 2-0 count to Ben Robichaux.
LSU with a little action down in their bullpen as you got left-hander number 29 Cooper Williams. Still have right-hander Zion Theophilus getting loose. Seems like he's been down there for a minute.
2 outs, runner at second. The 2-0 hit hard but lifted foul and out of play left side. Move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
LSU been good tonight with runners in scoring position. They've been 6. They are 6 for 9, and Southeastern 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
The 2-1 pitch from Guidry. That was a foul tip, landed in the mid of Aaron Beatty on a check swing by Robichaux on a fastball up, but it evens the count now 2-2. And Guidry looking for the out pitch with 2 down, a runner at second, trying to keep it a 12-4 Tiger lead here in the top of the 8th. The veteran right-hander from Lake Charles kicks and fires. The 2-2. Ooh, thought that caught the inside corner. So did Gavin. So did Aaron Beatty and everybody else here at the box. Outside of Ben Robichaux and our home plate umpire. That'll fill the count 3-2.
One thing about home plate umpire Kobe Vadrain, he's been pretty consistent. It's been a tight zone, but it's been the same zone for both sides.
Payoff pitch. Lifted foul again off the bat of Robichaux. Keeps it full 3-2.
I say tight. I shouldn't use it. He's been calling the same pitch, which is that ball down. Hasn't really been given that pitch to either side. So that's really all you can ask for when you talk about having a good umpire experience or a good umpire.
Another payoff pitch upcoming, and Guidry fires, and this one laced down the line, but again foul. You ever had a good umpire experience as a player?
I always yacked it up with them, so I mean, I always thought I went with the play. If I could become friendly with them, maybe in that bang bang call they'll remember that. And but no, we actually had some. We had some really. I had some really good relationships with them.
I have no doubt.
Throughout my career, which is great.
Another payoff pitch from Guidry. This is a bouncer coming over is Braun. He will glove it. Guidry getting to the bag. Toss from Braun in time for out number 3. Well, the Lions, no runs, no hits. They do leave 1 man on. Played 7.5. It is 12-4 Tigers. LSU coming to the plate when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home. They love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Move now to the bottom of the 8th inning here on a Tuesday night. LSU able to get a couple of crooked numbers up. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 5 in the bottom of the 7th. Add that to 1 run in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and it's a 12-4 LSU lead. Dalton Gray back out there on the mound for the Lions. Omar Cerna Jr. at the plate, and the first pitch to Omar. Breaking ball down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Mo Little, pinch hit, got a board, hit by pitch. He takes over defensively in left field for the Lions. And first the 1-0 pitch. Cerna sends it a mile high into the air down the line. Foul territory. Maybe coming back into fair territory, and is foul just on the line and can't be handled by Capps, who ran a long way. The first baseman trying to make that play. They had Woods playing deep, basically with his heels on the track. He had no chance, but again, that one just went foul. Watching it on the replay again, it was hard to tell. It was almost straddling the line, just inches from it, and indeed lands in foul territory. But it allows Cerna to stay at the plate with a 1-1 count.
Yeah.
Blaze Priester was also pinch hit for. Panks coming in will take over behind the plate defensively for the Lions and Coach Barbier.
Well, for everybody that's wondering, it's where the ball is, not where the player is. So ball is in foul territory. Capps, the first baseman, actually was kind of on the foul line down there. But again, the ball did land in foul territory.
1-1, missing low from Gray. It's now 2-1 to Cerna, who tonight is 1 for 4. A single back in the first, a couple of ground outs, and he fouled out. First base side in the 4th inning. Fastball misses low, and that'll make it 3-1. So now Dalton Gray juggling lit dynamite sticks here with Omar Cerna. See how he approaches this. Gray's 3-1 pitch. Ground ball, he jammed him in on the hands. Going to be handled over there by Perry. The throw to first in time, and there's 1 gone.
Yeah, have a game, Perry. Nice player down there at third base. Has made some really good plays. Made that one look really easy, and came in, got the short hop, made a nice strong throw, and obviously has had a nice offensive night.
So now Derek Curiel has had a well of a game. 3 for 3 for the sophomore center fielder. A couple of RBI, a couple of double, and of course the solo home run. He also was aboard on a walk back in the 7th inning. Pitch from Gray to the left-hander down the middle for a strike with a fastball. 0-1.
Yeah, that one had a little giddy up on it. 91 mile an hour. I think that's the first time a Lions pitcher has gotten ahead of Derek Curiel.
Gray, the 0-1 pitch. Looking for the outside corner, but missing. 1 ball and 1 strike. The game on Friday night. Game 1 of the SEC series with the Gamecocks of South Carolina. Comes your way 6:30. Airtime 6 o'clock. The 1-1 pitch to Curiel. Swing and a miss on an off-speed delivery. 1-2.
I'm going to change my comment earlier too, Chris. I'll say this. How about we just win Friday night?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then we'll worry about Saturday when it gets here.
Yeah. You really had the whole weekend planned out, but let's start with Friday. I like your line of thinking, but let's stick with Friday.
I got too many coaches that I still keep in touch with that are going to give me you-know-what if I keep talking that sweep noise before we even play the Friday night game, you know.
Curiel tried to lay back. He fouls this one into the screen left side. It's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Game 2 on Saturday, just for planning purposes, 6 o'clock first pitch. And then on Sunday, the Gamecocks and Tigers meet at 2 o'clock Central Time. The 1-2 to Curiel. Did he go? They appeal. He did not. Pitch was low. That'll leave in the count now 2-2.
Yeah, a couple night games Friday and Saturday. I challenge LSU fans to show up, man. It's going to be, obviously the season hasn't gone up to this point like we would like it for LSU baseball, but still got 3 big weekends left, and I'm always an optimistic guy, glass half full, so I'm not going to give up on the season just yet, but support these guys, see if we can make a little run.
Called strike 3. A fastball on the inside corner from Dalton Gray will retire Curiel for the first time tonight. Second out of the inning. And Kate Arambidi will come to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by ES&H, keeping South Louisiana safe, compliant, and strong with expert environmental and safety solutions. Arambidi 1 for 3. Had a single with an RBI back in the first inning. Board on a walk and scored a run last time in the 7th. Pitch under his hands inside for ball 1 from Gray. Semi shift on to the left side. Arambidi will swing, and it gets by the shortstop in left center field. Arambidi with a very good swing. Got all of that baseball. Skips its way into left center field. A 2-out single, gets a runner aboard, and will get Milam to the plate.
Well, I know that ball was hit with some speed on it. Not sure exactly what it was, but that was maybe 2 steps from the shortstop cuff, and he couldn't get a glove on it. So that'd tell you how hard it was hit, because it wasn't that far right of him, or left of him, I should say, right for us, and it got past him very quickly.
Milam 1 for 4. Got a single with an RBI in the 7th inning to keep his hit and reach base streak alive. He'll swing at this one. Off the end of the bat, little flare out to shallow center. This time, Cuff, the shortstop, backpedaling, gets to it in time for out number 3. The Tigers go scoreless in the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. Played 8 complete. Last chance for the Lions. They're down 8 runs to the Tigers. 12-4. LSU leads. We head to the top of the 9th. Lions will have expected up Perry, Woods, and Capps. The heart of their order coming to the plate when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance matched attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available, or save up to $6,000. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
I'm Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill. Knowing the facts is the key to winning a case in court and also winning in life. To be a champion, you have to make good decisions, and one of those is to not vape. Vaping can destroy your lungs with toxic metals and chemicals. Some devices contain lead and nickel and even formaldehyde. Vaping can cause severe health problems, so choose to be a champion. Stay vape-free.
Paid for by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
Game day starts local, just 2 miles from Tiger Stadium. Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum of LSU athletics. Handcrafted from Louisiana sugarcane, grown right across the river. From cane to glass, every bottle is pure Louisiana pride. So, whether you're mixing up cocktails at your tailgate or joining us at the tasting room, make it a win for local flavor. Oxbow Rum Distillery, located downtown Baton Rouge. Go Tigers!
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Remember, Tiger fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, and prove it at the next home baseball game, which, by the way, comes up this Friday night. SEC action, South Carolina and LSU. Come on out to the ballpark. You could win a prize pack courtesy of our friends at Raising Cane's One Love. Zion Theophilus enters the game on the mound, trying to find 3 quick outs, call it a night. Tigers leading 12-4. Edward Yaman IV also taking over behind the plate, catching. So Theophilus and Yaman, your LSU battery here.
Yeah, Theophilus, freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio, making his 13th appearance. He has a 6.17 ERA and 11 2/3 innings this year. He's given up 8 hits, 8 runs, 10 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Be 91-94 with the fastball. Has a curveball, a splitter that he's still kind of a work in progress, and he does throw a cutter as well.
Well, it looks like a pitch clock violation against the Tigers, according to the home plate umpire. So that'll make it 1-0 to a pinch hitter, Giovanni Licciardi. Licciardi, a redshirt senior out of Metairie, picking up a bat. He's going to bat for Alex Perry. He's had a good night. And now it looks like all kinds of things going on. Before the pitch, now the third base umpire coming in, Raymond Gregson, saying got a little pitch comm issue. So Theophilus was ready to go ahead and throw the pitch, which he did, but it's a non-pitch as Jamie Tutko comes out. Mason Braun gives Zion his headpiece, and Tutko will take the other one back into the dugout. So it's still a 1-0 count, and with the pitch clock violation against the Tiger pitcher, Theophilus. 1-0 the count to Licciardi. Open stance from the right side. Theophilus fires. Almost caught him. Missing inside, ball 2. Zion fires. The 2-0 pitch low. It's now 3 balls, no strikes. LSU Athletics once again would like to thank its corporate partners that make these broadcasts possible each and every day. Cox, McDonald's, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. The 3-0, the take on. Licciardi takes the pitch, a strike. It's now 3-1. Three-one delivery. That one missed at the knees. Good pitch by Theophilus. Better take by Licciardi. The pinch hitter will run down to first.
Yeah, they don't put asterisks next to those walks when you come in and you get a time clock violation and it's already 1-0, but a little bit of a tough break for Theophilus.
Brock Laird will pick up a bat, pinch hit. Freshman will bat in place of Woods in the 3 spot.
Yeah, out of Natchitoches, Louisiana, another Louisiana boy on this Southeastern Louisiana team.
Theophilus with a 92-mile-an-hour heater called strike. 0-1.
Laird went to Natchitoches Central High School.
14th plate appearance on the season for the freshman right-hander. The 0-1, big swing and a miss on a breaking ball that ran away from the right-hander. 0-2. Licciardi aboard down at first base. Top of the ninth, 12-4 Tigers lead. Here's the 0-2 and a swing and a miss. And Laird couldn't pick it up, went after a pitch way outside. He's down on strikes. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in the top of the ninth. And we'll see Brody Capps, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Another right-hander steps in. Zion delivers, swing and a miss. Breaking ball down, it's 0-1.
Yeah, Theophilus, again, 11 2/3 innings this year. Just a guy that needs to continue to get work, because we say this about a lot of guys. I mean, you don't come to LSU if you don't have talent.
There's another fastball at the belt. Get him ahead 0-2.
But he was the #1 ranked right-handed pitcher out of the state of Ohio, number 32 ranked right-handed pitcher in the country. So, I mean, this is a guy, again, you're not coming here if you're not highly touted out of high school, but he is a good pitcher that just needs to get repetitions.
Staying alive as Capps fouls it way down the line and right out of play. Still 0-2. Licciardi, pinch hitter aboard. He's at first. The pitch from Theophilus to Capps misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count.
Yeah, he'll throw a cutter, will Theophilus, but really it's more of a sharp slider. So, as we told you, still working on the split finger. Just needs to continue to develop all his pitches.
1-2, high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, top of the ninth. The 2-2. Reaching for that one and fouling it off is Capps. Keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together we roar. You can learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU. Runner at first, 1 down. 12-4 Tigers lead here in the ninth. 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat. Again, foul as Caps just fighting what he thought could be a strike on the outside corner. Puts a bat on it, fouls it away. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caps is from Phoenix City, Alabama. You got anything for that one?
Yeah, it's right there on the border of Alabama and Georgia. 2-2, foul back. As far as something noteworthy out of Phoenix City?
Yeah.
I got nothing there.
Okay.
Not to say there's not anything worthwhile out of Phoenix City.
Sure.
It just doesn't come to mind. Traveled through it several times at a high rate of speed. Here's the 2-2. Oh, just missed the outside corner. Zion thought he had it. That'll fill the count now to Caps.
Yeah, good pitch right off the plate. Better take. And 3-2 with the big lead. Got to just fill one up here, throw a strike.
Payoff delivery down in the dirt, blocked up by Yaman, but it's ball 4, and that will send Caps down to first. And again, not what Zion wants to do here. As you said, just looking to get more experience, more time, more pitches.
Well, you could go down all the pitchers on the team. I mean, there's really, it's hard to say this because there's 56 regular season games, but there's almost not enough games, not enough innings to get everybody the work they truly need. And you only get the game-like experience in the game. It's hard to simulate that in practice.
Connor Cuff stands in. The first pitch got loose upstairs with a fastball. It's 1-0 to Cuff, who's 0 for 4 tonight.
I mean, even when you throw in scrimmages against your other guy, your other teammates, it's just not the same as throwing against another team with fans in the stands.
Foul back to us. Screen caught it. It's 1-1. As we said, the Lions wrap up their non-conference schedule on the road here tonight. Everything else will be Southland Conference play till they get to bracket action in the Southland tournament. This one fouled back off the bat of Cuff. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners first and second for the Lions here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, that's going to be a good showdown over there in Beaumont versus Lamar. 2 teams that are tied for the lead in the Southland Conference.
The 1-2 high chop. Big Baltimore chop. Going to be handled at second by Ruckert. Throw to first to Braun in time for out number 2. Boy, you had to wait. I can imagine the clock going off in Ruckert's head waiting for that ball to come down, but made a good throw. Quick exchange to record the second out. So 2 down, 1 to go for the Tigers of LSU in the top of the 9th. Now the Lions do advance runners second and third. So now Zion Theophilus going to concentrate solely on Justin Williams, the designated hitter, who tonight is 1 for 4. Had a single back in the 3rd inning. Licciardi at 3rd, Caps at 2nd. First pitch from Theophilus just missed outside with a breaking ball, 1-0.
Williams out of Madison, Mississippi, having a heck of a year at 321 average, 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. And
swing and a miss. Downhill pitch off speed. Away from the right-hander. Evens a count 1-1. Runners second and third, 2 down, top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. Came at him with a fastball at 93, and it's now 1-2.
Yeah, pitched him a little backwards. Went with the all-speed early, and then fastball try to get it by him, and he did. Let's see what Theophilus goes to with a 1-2 count. It's got a lot of options.
2 outs, top of the 9th. Runners second and third, 12-4 Tigers lead. Theophilus comes set. The 1-2. Ground ball going to be snagged again by Ruckert. Rises, throws to first in time, and the Tigers get the win 12-4. Tigers pull away late in this one, get the job done, pick up their 25th win of the season, move to 25-21. They remain 6-15 in SEC play for Southeastern Louisiana. Their non-conference slate all in the books for 2026. They head back to Hammond, USA, 28-18 on the year. They also remain 16-8, tied with Lamar atop the Southland Conference. All done tonight. LSU gets the win 12-4. Snap a 3-game losing streak. Now look towards the weekend. Get ready for the Gamecocks rolling into town on Friday night. Final tonight from the box. LSU 12, Southeastern Louisiana 4. on the LSU Sports Radio Network.